minute. But let's go. I'm a bit late starting today, so I had made lunch, but apparently I didn't let it cook long enough, so I had to go down and like basically remake lunch. Um, so starting late today, but that is okay. Let's get the live chat pulled up on YouTube. Then we'll be ready to go. So the Evoker, look, yesterday was a big dud, right? A lot of failed keys, a lot of nonsense happening. But I've kind of changed my philosophy about how I play the Evoker. I think watching the footage back, I'm playing it too much like every key is Gambit. And because when I play Gambit, I just spam damage a lot. And I don't need to be doing that. I need to be a lot more proactive with my healing. And so I took that philosophy into a 12 Priory, and it was super, super easy. Um, and I timed a 12 Priory off stream, unfortunately. But um, yeah, we now have a situation where if we do like a 14 or 13 halls or floodgate, we could get to 3K. So we're going to look for 13s to 14s of these. I did get into a group for a 14 floodgate, which is huge. And we're just going to see how this goes. And we're going to keep a positive attitude, right? Positive attitude. And we're going to blast this character to 3K and never look back. How about that? So we posted in the Discord. We are good to go. Oh, also, one thing I've been slacking on is enchants. And I know some people hate when I don't enchant my stuff. But for me, I guess now's the time where we stop being a little cheapskate and we actually spend our gold, right? Um, so enchanting rings with verse, because I feel like that's good for damage and healing, although it's not the best stat for Evoker. We're doing Crystalline Radiance just for the max main stat, and then we're doing the one of the spell threads, whichever one gives you like 900 something on the pants, and we're doing Fiery Resolve. So now we just basically gain like a whole couple new item levels, basically worth of enchants. Yo, what's up, Black Sauce Noodles? First, what's good? I know it's nice to start the stream later, just because like new people show up at this time. You know what I mean? Like, um, normally when we start at 1, every day I get like the same few people in there at the start, like right off the rip. So it's gonna be interesting to see who all can like make it immediately. So we don't have B reses, so people have bought jumper cables off the auction house for this group. Whew, but like I said, I just need to play smart, play calm. Oh, I was about to buy some consumes, but never mind. So I did my 12 Priory, or I did a 12 Priory, then traded in my key, or I did something. I don't know what I did last night. Basically, traded in my key, got another Priory 13 key, so I'm like, yeah, that's cursed. We're not doing that.
4, 2, 1.
But I believe if all goes well, we could literally have this thing done in two keys. But will that happen? Yes. Okay, it will. It's at 2870. So we're I mean, if we do two 14s, we're basically 2 keys away. But that's a 14 halls and a 14. Oh god, a 14 floodgate. So no telling how doable that is, right? Oh, just turned off my sound. Okay, I am going to focus much more on my healing than my damage today. Because I watched back some of the footage, I was like, man, where did we go so wrong? And I really think that I was just being too aggressive, like trying to min-max my damage a little too much. Like here, we're going to fly over, because it's safe to. Then we're going to unleash the stasis. Whereas yesterday, like, I would sit there and watch my Fire Breath cooldown and just cast Fire Breath the moment it's off cooldown. Today, I'm just going to be watching health bars much more and just play a lot safer. Spread these echoes during downtime. The damage is going to get done. Ooh. Let's go ahead and communion just to save the tank. So yeah, whereas I probably could have done like 3 million DPS on this pool. Honestly, 1.5 million, I'll take that. That's much more than I thought I would do with how passive I'm playing. Ooh. So yeah, we could get the job done today on this character. Hopefully, I believe. Like this first pack died really slow. I don't think there was a lot of good funnel damage into this Shredinator because he has a lot of health left at the end of all that. Get some hots. Alright, Mr. Tank, lead us to victory. Alright, let's store up a stasis. Wait till that hits me. Very nice. Get a fire breath going. Spread these echoes out. Get a big Spirit Bloom, just to top people up. Like I said, man, I am playing full-on healer mode today. Even still, dude, the spec is so crazy. I have 1.6 million DPS now. And I literally have just been... I've cast like 3 damage spells this whole time. This spec is pretty bonkers when it comes to damage. So now, I guess, hopefully it makes sense why I was trying to do so much damage. Because you can do a ton of damage on this spec, right? Okay, let's do some disintegrates just to get some mana back. Okay, that guy's hanging back, so I'll do it. Store stasis. Get some hots on everyone. I'm taking the long route. This guy got harpooned. I am going to have to external him. Let's go ahead and rewind. Let's kick that harpoon on me. Ooh, someone pulled these crabs. Oh my god. Tank death. Tank death and then the tank type GG. Ah! Yeah, that was a crazy pull. Dude, not already! Not already! Am I going to do Legion Remix at all? The plan is yes, but, you know, I want to complete what we've started here. But that's unreal, man. Tank just melts, types GG, and it's all over in an instant. That's all it took. This is really like sanity testing, man. Starting out strong, I see. I mean, we were. And then Tank just fell over. Oh my goodness. Strong start for the tier enjoyers. I'll cry on stream. It will happen. At this rate, we're moving that way. Dude, it's insane. And it's like we kind of had some woes on the Druid and Priory, but dude, something about this Evoker, man, it is crazy. Where's the M plus Flame Shaper terrorism? Look, don't tempt me with a good time. If we need to shake things up, I'll go Flame Shaper. Don't even try me. But yeah, I definitely do want to play some Legion Remix. I know a lot of people only want to watch Legion Remix right now, and I get it. Um, but you know, I'm not. I mean, I could literally just. I could probably do this challenge like in a day. Like I could finish off stream. But we've done it all on stream. I feel like it's just best to finish what we've started, right? But let's queue up to these keys. Good old WoW. Good old WoW. But how many of you guys are on Legion Remix? Like, I still haven't even made a character on it. It sucks that I can't play Evoker on Remix. Oh, you can't? I guess you can only play what's, like, what was in Legion, right? Is that how it works? Yo, what's up, Gumshoe? Good to see you. Also good to see you, Rabbit You always show up. You always just spawn in whenever I load into this character. I feel like you guys are tied together. Oh man, Demon Hunter and Invoker didn't exist in Pandaria. That's true, and I did play my Demon Hunter in Pandaria. That's a good point. So wait, why can't you play Evoker in? You know what it is? Isn't Evoker like a, what are they called, hero class where you start at like level 70 or something? Or like level 68? So maybe they just don't have Evoker like coded before that level, you know? I'm done with WoW until midnight. Happy to play BF6 tomorrow. Oh, all my friends are playing BF6. Alright, we're scaling things down to 12. Hopefully our tank can live. We have a prop paladin though, so odds are that's not going to happen. I also used my ports, and I have to freaking hearth out. Watching Remix is boring? I mean, look, I think so too, but I can tell. I know a lot of our, like, normal viewers are watching, like, I've seen them in other streamers' chats and stuff, streaming Legion. I'm like, you know what? More power to you. I can't watch Legion Remix. I think Remix is, like, fun to do for a bit, but it's, like, it's not meant to be watched, you know? That's just my take. Alright, we're going to Halls of Atonement. Halls 12 should be easy, but like I said, like if our tank randomly falls over, that's something that can happen apparently. But so I made a video overnight, and it posted this morning, talking about the changes to Mistweaver being announced, like the caster monk changes that we were talking about yesterday. Where do I go? I think I go to this one, right? Yeah, there's these little gargoyle things. But I was talking about the Mistweaver changes, and still there are some people that you can just tell they're echoing other people's opinions. You know, these people, they don't know what to think themselves, so they just take what someone else says and just echo it. Because I have multiple people in that comment section giving like the same like few opinions, and it's like you can tell that someone else said that and they're just kind of mimicking. But one of them said, well, two of them said, there's 6 other caster healers. I don't get why you have to make, or why you want Mistweaver to be one. It's like, okay. And then someone said that same point, but worded it in a way like, if you want to play a caster healer so much, then don't play Mistweaver. It's like, okay, then I guess you're going to swap to Holy Paladin. You know, like, get off of Mistweaver. You got another melee healer to play. If, you know, using your own logic. I just don't get people, man. Don't get people. But I'm not going to respond to the comments, I know. That'll just feed that crowd. I'm happy that they are showing love to caster monks, but they've said, like, we're going to show love to caster monks, but we're going to do it in a way where we're not going to let it surpass the ancient teachings. Like they said, we're going to keep an eye on the damage that Crackling Jade Lightning does. You know, like, it's not going to be stronger. This guy said flask up. Buddy, I don't even have a flask. Oh, also this hunter was in a key of ours yesterday, and I'm pretty sure they threw. So... Huh. Ooh. Yeah, see, 12s are so much easier compared to 14s. Did I dispel the tank? That might come back to bite us. I'm gonna just go and pop defensive here. But Nick, are you ready to get 7 out of 8 tonight? Uh-oh, I just missed my fire breath. I think we probably jumped the gun on Tuesday, Vantis ruining the Soul Hunters, because I really do think that all the nerfs to the Nexus King have made it actually killable today. So I really hope that, you know, we didn't shoot ourselves in the foot with that, but we absolutely blasted on Tuesday. Killing six mythic bosses in one night is crazy. But that's just like last season, we killed up to Gallywix in one night. So, dude, our guild is like cranking. If our guild was a 4 out of whatever 4 nights a week guild, then we would easily be. Oh my goodness, I got double bolted. We would easily be. Oh, I should stop talking. Ah, we need kicks. We need kicks. We would easily be Hall of Fame. Dude, there's just way too many casts going. I could not heal through all of that. I had this same situation. Like, look at our comp right now. We literally have a Warlock and a Shadow Priest. We don't have good kicks other than the fact that we have a Prop Paladin. Oh, God. This is so cursed. I don't want to be playing this spec anymore. But we were doing Priory, and, you know, I was just like, hey, we don't have good kicks. We should probably go left. And the tank said, nah. And then we went right, and literally we just couldn't kick all the casts of the second boss. It's like, okay, like, you asked for it. And we ended up, like, I just healed through it. Oh, tank, you good? Oh, my goodness. I cannot wait to be done with at least this character. Get me off, man. I just want to play Disc Priest, then do some Legion remakes, play some Mistweaver Monk. Return to normalcy. Get some echoes around. Okay, we kind of recover. After seeing this suffering, note to self, never play Evoker Heal. I mean, it's not even that. It's just that... So our tank did that big lust pull up top, and then he came down here and pulled everything to the shard again. But we really, like, you can't really do that unless you have, like, really good stops, because you're just doing 2 big caster pulls in a row. So, like, I came down, my kick was still on cooldown from upstairs, like that first shard, and it's, you know, it's basically stayed on cooldown until everyone just died to bolts, you know. And I'm not tracking our group's cooldown, or, like, defensive, what am I saying, interrupts. So I'm sure someone just wasn't using one, maybe, but, like, we just got, like, I got triple tapped by Wicked Bolts, like, back to back to back, so. Is the best. What's up, is the best? Are you the best, though? That's the question. But it's good to see you. You got 0.1%. No, I haven't gone for title. I feel like one season soon, we're going to, like, stop doing little challenges like this and just hard push the monk to title. But I don't have the monk to title yet. But we are taking all the healers to 3K. It's kind of just been taking up all of our stream time. Yo, what's up, Cecil? Good to see you. People usually do stuff like this when they can't get 0.1%. That's a take. So you're saying people usually just, like, play games for fun when they aren't in the 0.1%? Or what are you saying? What's your point? Yeah, imagine like shaming someone for playing a video game to have fun. People usually make comments like that when this video game is all that they have to hold on to in life. It's just my take. And you know, usually it's people who have to call themselves the best to feel like the best, but that's just my opinion. But tell us about yourself. Is the best? Where you from? What guild you in? Do you have AOTC yet? But yeah, like I said, I'm excited to get on the Legion remix, but I know a lot of people say to play like a tank first, and I don't know. I don't really want to play a tank. Um, Not too bad. How's it going with the healers? I mean, it's fine. I did do a priory last night, so we don't have to go back into that place. But yeah. Can someone actually explain what you get by being 1%? You get to go into random streamers' chats and be a dick, is what you get, apparently. Or if you get 0.1% and you're a streamer, then your viewers get to go into smaller streamers' chats and be a dick. So, one of those two. One of those two. That's kind of it, though. But yeah, I'm not going to ban you. I'm going to just want to chat with you. It sounds like you dropped your douche comment and you dipped. It's like you're afraid to look the person in the eye after being a douchebag. Oh. Yeah, real quiet on is the best's front. They's the best, not the AOTC. You right, you right. No, but basically what you get for what you get for being in the 0.1% is just that it's just bragging rights, really. Nothing really special. But it is like it's super good, it's super hard. Yeah, I mean, I noticed the moment that I kind of put the pressure back on is the best, trying to see like, hey, what kind of stuff have you accomplished? They're really quiet. They're really quiet. So I wonder if they themselves also don't have title range. I just don't get it, man. Why go into a small streamer is just playing the game to have fun, chat, and be a little deviant, a little menace. It'll never make sense to me. But then again, you know, I'm a generally happy person, so I don't really know what it's like to be just agonizingly sad as a human being. You do, coach? I do. I do. Thoughts on the newer HPAL changes? You know, I haven't even taken a look at the HPAL changes. They've just been cooking so much with the monk ones. I'm kind of just like super excited. Whoa, we got to external the tank. Hello, I once more invade Twitch because of drops. Well, hey, welcome in. Get your drops. I haven't even looked at what the current drops are, though. I just know a lot of people are excited about this current one. So I don't have auto translate on, Shawnee. So I'll have to give me a moment. It's on Discord. It's through Patreon. It's through the Patreon. It's the final tier. The pet's pretty cute. I mean, the last pet... I just messed up my words. The last pet was pretty cute, too. It was like a little teddy bear looking thing. It was pretty cute. Let's see if we can... We're going to start this fight with this much mana. I kind of want to see if we can go to full on this fight. So I'm going to use like every bit of essence that I have on Disintegrate. Whoa, tank. So they want me to lust this. I'll wait till the B-res goes out. Okay, now I'll lust. Usually you lust the pool right after this boss, though. Can I port over? Oh. Gonna have to try. Nope. Why can't you walk through this, though? Like, why can't you walk through that? That's so stupid. Alright, we just gotta shake it off. Shake it off. Man, people coming into the chat and being just a dick for no reason really throws you off, man. Now I'm support you in that place? Okay, I'll definitely reach out through it, though, but yeah. You be nice now. Cecil, I'm trying. Dude, people are just being jerks, man, for no reason. I'm trying. Wings too big to fit? Probably. We're fine, though. We're fine. Shake it off. Shake it off. I followed whoever it was. I followed them because they looked like they've done it before, where you can run around this pole. I was like, you know what? I'll trust them. So I started to run around the pole, and unfortunately, you can't do that. But I'm pretty sure I can use my warp over these lines, if I ever need to. But that wall was just blocking me in every direction. Alright. I need to mount up on this mount so I can repair. Gotta shake it off, man. Yeah, normally you like lust this pool, because this pool's pretty terrifying. Well, I guess if you just pull one Reaver, it's not that bad. There are so many places in Mythic where you can't fit for no reason. Yeah, it makes no sense. I mean, like, I get it from, like, a game design standpoint. You can't just make anything that looks like you can walk through it something that you can walk through, you know? But, I don't know. Some of these things, like, why can't you walk through it, you know? Okay, so we didn't lust, so I am going to stasis here. I'm going to pop a defensive, too. And try to burn these guys down while I can. Spirit Bloom. Spell the tank. Trying to learn Disc Priest Oracle. Well, hopefully I'll be able to get to place him today. I'm almost 3.k, still feel noob. I feel you there. I mean, Disc Priest is different. Like, it definitely is different. But it feels so natural to me, like Oracle Disc Priest does, that it feels like you can just, like... I don't even know. It definitely feels unlike any other healer, for sure. But I'm curious, did you start playing Oracle Disc Priest last season, and you're still playing it this season? Because I know a lot of people played it last season, and they've swapped off. But I think those that are still playing it, like, props to you. It's still very good. I think people have kind of, like, given up on it for some reason, but it's still, dude, it cranks. Ooh, bad timing, Mr. Tank. Ooh, horrible timing. We have both. We have both. Our tank was like, okay, we're in the clear. Let's go. And then, we had double guys. Okay, I'm going to have to Zephyr, and then... Let's go and Zephyr. Oh, yeah, that's the double. So I'm glad I Zephyred there. So they're synced up, which is really bad. So we need to probably focus down one of them. For this next one, I need to have like a stasis ready to go because their disrupting screeches are at the same time. I need to have some amount of healing plus like mitigation out on people, so I'll probably external people if I can, but hopefully we can just burn this one down really quickly. Okay. We live. That was honestly like a terrifying look. You just see, you're already pulling the big reavers from downstairs, and you run up the stairs and you see both those giant gargoyles like come to life, chasing you up. Like, it's pretty terrifying. But we killed it. Oh man, I've been playing a lot of Prot Warrior recently, just like off stream, just for fun. And this fight feels so good as Prot Warrior. Because you have an AoE kick. It's so nice. Dude, this hunter's pets look like the gargoyles from this dungeon. It's kind of cool. Or the little bear things from this dungeon. So many places in Mythic build a wall, not a curb. For real though. Like if you can't walk over it, why is it like shin high, you know? Okay, popping Renewing Blaze and my defensive. We have Zephyr again. I'm gonna use Zephyr once we break the stone statues again. So, two of them are popping. Let's go on Zephyr now. Hey, what's up, EK? Good to see you. You missed me have to get a little catty with a troll. So if you want to hear me get angry, you can always go back and listen. Okay, here, I'm gonna go ahead and like pre-charge my Spirit Bloom, but I think we're focusing... Oh, was I not casting it? What the heck? The Druid form unlock bug from Remix makes me want to pick up tanking. Unlock bug from Remix. Ooh, explain that one to me. Explain that one to me. I haven't seen that one yet. I've not seen that one yet. Unlock bug. I don't even know what that could be. It's nice it's still there. Bear's too cool. I think Guardian Druid is really sick. I think it was so basic through Shadowlands that a lot of people like stopped liking it. But something there's like beauty in simplicity, you know. I'm gonna have to external the tank here. He's taking a pounding, man. And this pack is no joke on tanks too. Really trying to pocket heal the tank here. I have a stasis ready for him. Just hope he doesn't get one tapped. You never know with prop paladins, man. I'm playing Disc Voidweaver in Lee Mix. I love Lee Mix. That's a great way. Playing Voidweaver in Lee Mix. Is it similar to what it is now, like on live? I feel like, you know, you're even more strained for stats, like secondary stats on Legion Remix. That it'd be like annoying to not have enough haste there, you know, to have it really function. No, start like 1 month and a half. Wow, so you started a month and a half ago. You're already close to 3K. That is fantastic. That is amazing, Shawnee. Kick that. I overlap my kick with the Warlock. Got 10 minutes, so we're only gonna have one lust left. So I think we save lust for mini boss, maybe. Lusting mini. Yeah, we're behind on our lust timers to be able to get the full count of lusts. It's kind of annoying that our 3 range players are literally all playing exactly fanned out from each other. Let's disintegrate for some mana safety. I think I'm gonna take this one. Dispel the other person. I feel like it's always right to lust this boss, because this boss is a damage race too. Just like the mini boss is. Except, you know, you technically could kill the mini boss quicker than your lust like timer. Like it could take less than 30 seconds to kill that mini boss if you're good enough, right? If you have enough anti-heal and stuff. But ooh, a nice mass dispel from the priest. Love to see it. Like this boss, I feel like it's like you'll never kill it in less than 30 seconds, right? And people will always have cooldowns for it. Because you do like a very scary pool, then you skip a pool, then you come back to this boss. So that skip a pool is usually good to get cooldowns back. So I feel like it's just better value always to lust this, in my opinion. Oh, we just had a death to a swirly, man. Dispelling the Shadow Priest. Ooh, tank, we cannot have you dying, especially after we just used B-Res. Gonna external the Warlock here. We need to really just slam some disintegrates. Go ahead and rewind just to be safe. Whoa! Let's eat a little bit of food here. Lusting. We don't have time. I'm fine. Plain black is my favorite by far. Oh, like druid forms, I'm guessing. Probably should have lusted after the Dark Communion. It's okay. Gotta do some big damage here. Alright, the hunter's popping off. Tank said no. Tank said don't lust. Oops, it's beyond that. We're fine. Looks like we have some anti-heal on this thing. Nothing barely healed. Do y'all know these specs? What could they have that anti-heals? Ooh, I have aggro. Ooh, I have aggro. Come on, die, cigar. Yeah, I saw the tank say no too late, but honestly, that was a good lust, right? Like, we blasted that guy. And we got 5 minutes on the boss, we just can't have... The thing is, like, this boss is... I mean, I'm gonna say this and then be the one that dies, but this boss is pretty, like, risk-free, right? I guess we should stand in close for the... the cone. This boss has some very easy mechanics to not die to for a boss. Like I said, I say that fully knowing that I'm setting myself up to get clipped by dying to a mechanic. Can I just anomaly in defense of this? The Warlock, man. That's our B-res. Uh-oh. The Warlock got hit by one of the statues going out. Okay, now time actually becomes scary. We have a prop paladin. So this Warlock technically can join the fight the last 10 seconds of the fight. We need big damage. Okay, here I'm gonna Zephyr. %, 2.5 minutes. I feel like we're fine, but you just never know, man. You never know. Good disengage from the hunter. Alright, we slammed it. Like I said, just a 12. Would have been nice to do a 13 of this dungeon. Or a 14. That would have gotten us a lot more IO. But you know what? We just take any amount of IO we can get. Inching our way toward the finish line here. And that's fine. Look, we're finally less than 100 IO away from doing it. And we get a ring. Very nice. Guess I can B-res the guy. Can I wear this ring? I can, but I've already enchanted the other one. I'm fine with it. Bear's too cool. It's nice still there. If you make a Druid and Legion remix, it auto unlocks the Mage Tower forms. Oh, well, I already have the Werebear, the most recent Werebear. I don't have all the old school ones. We got all the Werebears. Oh yeah. Okay, the Fellbear is the one that I have. Not the Fellbear though, which is the coolest in my opinion. I love the dude. I'll never swap off that form unless I make something that's like really cool. But yeah, the basic black bear is pretty cool. I'll admit, it is pretty cool. Okay, but hey, that's a dub. We take that. We absolutely take that. So now what? Now where do we go? We got to get this floodgate knocked out, man. Gotta get floodgate. So floodgate. Also, I mean, there's still like Gambit 14. Where is this key? You know. So let's look for Gambit 14. Let's uncheck halls. Let's look for Gambit and Floodgate. There's a 13, but I feel like Gambit 13's, it's only 7 IO. Maybe we don't. Oh, Ecodome though. Ecodome would be a nice amount of IO because we didn't really time this one too well. So let's uncheck this. Look for Ecodome as well. So Floodgate and Ecodome. Ooh, Eco 14. Pretty safe until that soak part. True. Big true. Just make a character and the basic werebears unlock. Okay, so I definitely did plan on making a druid first. Like starting off with a druid. Let's try to get into any of these keys. I mean, I'll settle for a 13 Ecodome if we can't find... Like, I'm filtering down to Floodgate as well, and we just don't see any Floodgates posted. But, like, I'll settle for a 13, but let's first attempt at least to get into these 14s and 15s, because that would be a huge chunk. Yeah, I think the Fellbear is super cool. I really do like my personal druid forms. Like I love the Fire Cat. I don't think anything will match the Fire Cat. And then I love the Fellbear. But like I'm not a huge fan. I don't Are there any chicken forms? Like are there alternate chicken forms you can do that I just haven't really dabbled in yet? Okay, I guess we can do a 13. If we time it quickly enough, we'll get some nice IO for it, and then we can come back to Floodgate once we get people actually queuing up their Floodgate keys. Yeah, I'll do anything to unlock a new Druid form, to be honest. Okay, we're in. Yo, 13 Ecodome. We could gain like 20 IO for this, which I'll take. I think that's definitely a win. It's crazy. Some of the... I'm pretty sure like one of our healers got to 3K with only a single 13 done. I know one of them has a 14, a 13, and the rest 12s. And it looks like this character is going to have to get a bunch of 13s. I mean, it all depends on this Floodgate. Yo, what's up, Jay Luna? Good to see you. But I think they'll reset the Druid's skin. Interesting. Do you mean like they're going to take away those forms? Or do you mean like you think they're going to like eventually rework it so it looks different? What do you mean by that, Ryuk? Either way, though, it's pretty cool. How's it going? Is the new eye level cap helping the runs? Honestly, not really, just because the alts are still... They're all Gilded Crest starved. What I could have done is like gone through and just farmed 10s on all the alts and just like spam 10 like gambits and ecodomes and stuff to get a bunch of crests, and then it would really help. But honestly, like I didn't do that. So you see here, this is probably my most geared alt. And if you look, our gilded cap, we're still not... We're 200 away from it. However, I do have 136 gilded. Let's go spin those. Ah, they take them back, you think. Okay. So, like, you have those forms for Legion Remix, then they're going to take them away. That's kind of... I mean, at least... You can't be mad about them giving you something then taking it away, because at least you got it in the start, you know? Like, at least you get to mess around with some fancy stuff. And if anything, it'll just incentivize people to want to grind out some new forms, or, like, go and do some questing to get some new forms and stuff. They've said they're going to take them back for people that didn't earn them. Okay, so you still can't earn them. I like that. I like that. It's kind of like just a little, hey, here's this for now. You know, have fun with it. But if you ever want to grind it, you know where to find us kind of thing. So I don't hate it. Okay, I think it's worth it for me to just upgrade my heroic pieces and not my mythic track pieces. Because our heroic pieces only cost 10 crest, unless we have a slot that has a one of my alts has a max piece there. So yeah, we're gonna upgrade some of these heroic pieces. Also, none of my alts have... It's very notable, none of my characters have the Lumathar trinket, which is huge in Mythic Plus right now, or the boots from Soul Hunters. So I'm lacking a lot of power there too. Let's upgrade the weapon. Ooh, it looks like Valor Stones are actually gonna be our bottleneck here. What does this cost? Champion track? I'll upgrade a champion track. Sure. I feel like it's pretty cheap to do so. But I feel like, although it's, you know, not as good to upgrade heroic pieces, this is just the most efficient way to spend our resources. Okay. Trying to get every last little bit out. Dude, this character is geared to the 9s. It's insane. $715 on an alt is ridiculous. It was a weird decision by Blizzard to release the new upgrades first and remove the crest cap 2 weeks later. Yeah, it's definitely an odd decision, but I feel like no matter what they do, people are gonna be upset. Like literally, they fully opened it up last year, and people were so upset because like the game was, you know, blossoming, like doing so well for like a week, and then everyone farmed all the crests they needed, and then stopped playing. So like, there's no real way for them to win, you know. So at this point, I'm just like, whatever they do, I'll take it. Ooh, more Valor Stones in the mail. We take that.
What do you seek?
Let's see. Any more pieces available? Not today. Yo, what's up, Nerdies? Good to see you. Nerdies, there's some Twitch drops going on right now if you wanna get some gains. Okay, our mage left. I'm hoping that wasn't the party leader. I guess I can, it just says has left the party. It doesn't say like so and so is now the group leader. So glad there's no Valor Stones of Midnight. I know, right? You know, there's such thing as too many bottlenecks. If you have multiple ways to strain like how people progress, it just gets annoying. Just gets annoying. Let's see. Can I upgrade any of these pieces? The thing is, I don't really care about substats on this character, if I'm being honest. Guess it wouldn't hurt to turn this piece into a tier piece, just cause. New to this game, do you have a good video that explains weak auras? I see everyone use them, but I don't get why if we already have a UI toolbar. I don't really have a full in-depth weak aura video, but weak auras are just like a better way to display. So like I have, you know, the default add-ons here, or default UI here, but like it's just a better way for me to display. And you can also have your weak auras do more things. Like notice that I've made them glow once they're of it, like these very important spells. I have them glowing now that they're off cooldown. So like I can press it, and then that glow goes away. Then the moment it comes back on cooldown, it'll glow again, kind of just catching your eyes and stuff. But yeah, like Zenelia's saying, they're removing weak auras. Like weak auras is stopping to like ceasing to exist once Midnight releases. So honestly, I think you would be doing yourself a long-term favor. You would actually catch up with the rest of the game quicker if you didn't, you know, full commit to like all in on UI right now. So it just makes it a bit more clear for you while playing. Yeah, and also it's like it's stylistic for, you know, for a lot of reasons. Like I like everything to be like symmetrical, and I like everything to add up like that, like be boxy and stuff. Which is just, I don't know. It's all down to personal preference with weak auras. But the thing about weak auras is there's like also some crazy things that they can do. So like if you really get into the weeds of it, like coding and everything, you can make it like basically tell you everything about a mechanic, if like on a boss fight, for example. So like this one says like you can't soak because you've already had it, or you have the dot, or you should stack with everyone. You know, it basically tells you basically how to play the game. So that's, Blizzard is trying to move away from that, where things like weak auras can't really make decisions for you. So I think you, like a year from now, if you didn't full commit to things like weak auras right now, I think you'd be happy that you didn't, you know? Weak aura seems to come back because Blizzard is loosening the API restrictions. Well, hey, if that happens, Evelyn, one, that'd be pretty awesome. But two, then yeah, maybe you should go to weak auras. You know, the thing is, like, we just have no idea what to expect because the Midnight release is still so far away. It'll be a rough couple of months getting used to it. That's true. Like weak auras is learning how to use them. Like what I think you should do is, if you like, say you're playing Prez Evoker, and say you like my UI, or some streamer, like say you go into like, you know, Bowser's stream and you like their UI, you can just message them and be like, hey, do you have a download link to your UI? And then they probably send it to you. Then you just like using someone else's instead of taking all the time to like learn it and how to set it up. I think that would, if you're gonna download weak ores, just use other people's profiles for now. And then if they announce that weak ores are coming back in midnight, then you can take some time to kind of like learn how to set it up yourself and stuff. And at that point, like I would be more than happy because I do like setting up weak ores and stuff. Makes sense. I really appreciate the help, man. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's kind of like a non-answer, but I'm just being like, it's kind of. I think it will help you out in the long run. Time to get back to leveling and lurking in your stream. Well, hey, I appreciate the lurk and good luck with the leveling. Hopefully, you're making some quick progress. I also totally forgot what key I'm in. I think it's an Ecodome. Yeah, it was an Eco 13. I'm pretty sure. Or at least Ian said something like that. Okay, I mean that makes sense. They're trying to like quit cold turkey and then ease back to. They're basically, instead of trying to work down to the target that they want, they're starting from the complete opposite. Like they're cutting everything off and then slowly allowing more and more access to get to the point that they want to be at, as opposed to slowly restricting tiny things over years. I think there's just a quicker way to get where they're trying to be at with add-ons and stuff. So I like that. I don't know, how will I play without my UI? Yeah, it's gonna be some adjustment, but I feel like it's really, once you do it for like a few months or whatever, it's not gonna be too bad, because not even months, I think like weeks even. Because I've been playing my Prot Warrior and I don't have UI set up at all for it, and you know what? It's actually fine. You get used to it after like a week, basically. I'm also working on an add-on to replace Cooldown Manager with the currently allowed APIs to make it look like weak ores being displayed and not the eye cancer that's currently in the game. Well, hey, that is amazing, Evelyn. That sounds awesome. I wish that I had anything to offer so I could help you out with that. If you need testers, though, I would definitely, I guess that's something I could do. I have very limited Python experience. But no, if you need someone to like test or give input or something, shoot me a message on Discord. I would love to help you out and stuff with that. And I say help you out, but really you would be doing still everything. I would just love to offer a hand where I can. Unfortunately, the default UI is not good. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm impressed with what they've done in the limited amount of time they have, because I've heard that the people that are working on like the UI team for Blizzard is only like, I saw a short and it was like Max and someone else talking. He said that there was like less than 7 people on the UI team. So the amount of work they've been able to do in this amount of time is impressive. But yeah, it's still not as developed as us players would hope. However, it's like I'm always the glass half full kind of guy. I'm like, give them praise where it's due, and I feel like this is definitely praisable, in my opinion. But obviously, have your own opinion. Oh man. Sorry, I just scrolled up in chat to reread those messages. Oh man, that was crazy. Impressive, but not enough time to make it all. Yeah, for sure. So I think a lot of people are like, "Oh my god, this looks horrible. This sucks and everything." But I also want to I think the other side of this is like notice how much they've accomplished with the little team they have and the little time they have. So I'd much rather find ways to praise them. And yeah, you can't have like a full studio just design or just dedicated to the UI, because then once you get the UI set up, you would then need to fire a bunch of people. So I like that they're keeping the team small, because then that gives them a lot more job security, but they're probably super busy. They're probably, so that does suck. They probably have like not horrible, but they probably are just really busy right now. So eventually it'll get to where everyone's happy, but right now they're going to the other extreme of things. I don't think this priest knows that he is the party leader. I don't mind the UI change, but the spell purge is more worrisome. Yeah, but it's kind of like a soft reset. Like, they can't keep having talent trees expand and expand and expand until everything looks like Path of Exile, right? That just can't happen. So they went from Shadowlands having literally you had like 5 talents to now you have 40 talent points, right? So they basically multiplied everything times 8 coming into Shadowlands, and they added on to that hero talent trees, and they've added on to that this and that and that. So eventually they would have to squish things a little bit, you know. But yeah, a lot of specs are getting, you know, a lot more gutted than the rest. But I really do think it's going to be a better gameplay experience in the long run. And basically there's a lot of like clutter on these class trees, so like yeah, in the short term they're probably making things a lot less engaging and intense. But then once they start to kind of like add stuff back to that spec, it'll probably work its way toward the intensity it is now, while just being more interesting. You know what I mean? So I think give it some time. I think things might be purged for like season 1 and 2 of Midnight, but then come season 3 they might add a new spell to every spec. And so everything is, just as complicated as before, but that new spell could be just a better gameplay loop than the one they have currently. You know what I mean? So I think I am definitely much more optimistic than most, but I think there are reasons to be optimistic. I think it's always good to be a little optimistic at least. Especially when, dude, these people have kept this game running for like as long as some people have been alive. You know what I mean? Like these people know what they're doing, so they wouldn't make something like this happen if it was risking ruining the game, right? Need to be on one of these destroyers. These guys live so long. I think this dungeon's so cool. Like, there are a bunch of mechanics that, yeah, technically could kill you. Like, that line can kill you. But really, like, a lot of these mobs are pretty chill, right? Like, this is what they want healing to be, where you have plenty of time to heal people up before the next one-shot mechanic. There might be some dots, but these dots aren't going to kill people, you know? Like, this is what they're trying to get it toward, is every dungeon's going to be like Eco Dome. I'm kidding, but I don't know. Who knows? I believe they want to balance things out, a bit of an easier rotation, but maybe add more complexity on some pools and stuff. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if they're going to add complexity in terms of, like, game mechanics, but if anything, they're adding complexity by taking away information access, you know what I mean? So while mechanics might not get harder, it'll get harder to navigate them. How did he immune that? Was that that must have been the Death Knight. Dude, Death Knights can do anything. It's crazy. If I ever get the chance to play a Death Knight in a specific series that I make with another content creator, maybe someone like, I don't know, Vlad, for example, I'm going to be so stoked to be able to do all this Evoker nonsense. Or not Evoker, Death Knight nonsense. Okay, I am not going to tip the scales here. I'm going to save tip the scales for the intermission. Warlock? People just getting consumed. What the heck? Couldn't even see them. They were just hanging out in a puddle back there. What on earth? Okay, I'm going to save my fire breath for the ads, though. Oh, I got sacked by the Paladin. Very nice. But also use Renewing Blaze, so we are cranking self-heals. This guy is lost. Where are you going? Okay, we got lucky spawns there. Nice. I love how our Death Knight is he's just on a horse. Like, what is Death Knight nowadays, man? Why is he just chilling on a horse mid-combat? Okay, now we're on the Sentinel Walk. Do I have Oppressive Roar? I do! Okay, I just removed all of those enrages from those guys. Okay, for the Sentinels, I'm going to store up a fat stasis. External them, pop my defensive because I'm getting casted on. Kick that. Have my stun coming up here soon. Okay, I need to get these disintegrates off, get some mana back. It's crazy. I'm focusing on my damage a lot less, and we're still fine on damage. Like, I'm doing just fine damage. So I should have been playing a lot more passively this whole time. I think I was getting way too greedy with trying to do more damage. Look at that mana, dude. I just got so much mana back. It's insanity. Making sure nothing's patrolling into me. Let's get reversions on everyone. Time to dilate the tank. I need to not stack with this priest. Because when you stack, you double the chances of a puddle spawning under you. So it's just making it awkward for both of us. Alright, when am I supposed to lust again? I think it's like during that, like, the double phase of this boss, right? Yeah. That sounds right. Oh, also the lighting's a bit different today. Hopefully it's fine with you guys. I'm doing just the ring light, basically. No overhead light. I could turn on the overhead light, though. It wouldn't bother me at all. I just, I don't know. I was kind of just feeling this when I hit go live, and currently I'm back to the point where I'm like 50-50 on it. I'm going to do a big fly. Hopefully I don't get hit by one of these warps. No, we're good. Honestly, that was kind of bad because all the warps kind of took those guys out of that flight. I was hoping I would hit them and stun them before the flight went off, but that's okay. Let's heal up the tank. Let's get some mana back. Alright, we're cruising. The light that randomly shuts down is the one on 100%. You're right. I kind of am putting a lot of faith into this light that is very unreliable. But you know what? That says a lot about me as a person. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, definitely should turn on the overhead light. Just in case, because yeah, this light is finicky at best. Let's go ahead and stasis just for safety. Store up a fat stasis. We have a really good kit for this boss, like dealing with the javelins and stuff, but we have to live until this boss, though. Gotta be careful. All right. Ow, that guy hurts. I got meleeed there. Alright, we're gonna do the trick you guys were telling me about. The old renewing blaze, treating it like Emerald Communion trick. Let's go ahead and spread some echoes. Some actual factual echoes. Okay, I have Renewing Blaze, Ticking Healing on myself. Okay, it is not doing as much as I thought it would. Ooh, I don't like this trick that much. Okay, we're doing the actual communion ramp here. Maybe it's because I'm not playing the short duration Renewing Blaze, I'm guessing. Is that why? Yo, what's up, Rice Bar? Very good to see you. Good day, LB in chat. Yes, so glad to catch a stream today. Hope everyone is well. Doing much better now that you're here, Rice Bar. Very good to see you. Hopefully this Thursday is being kind to you. We are continuing our prog that we've barely started prog on Salad King, but we're continuing our prog on Salad King tonight, and I've spoken with my guild leader if it's okay if I just play Chiji in raid, and he was like, dude, honestly, yeah. I was like trying to convince him. I said it's the build that I played last season, and I think that like alone was enough to sell him, because that dude I cranked last season. He was like, yeah, absolutely. He said he was super nice about it. He said, so you're asking if you can play a build that you're better at and that you enjoy more? Why would I say no? I was like, you know what, now that you put it like that, maybe I shouldn't have even asked. But yeah, so we're going to be playing some Chiji in raid tonight. I'm super stoked. No, our tank didn't quite get there. Someone was AFK there, just not even feeding their line. This is what we lost, right? Yeah, we hit lust. I should have lusted earlier, like during that phase, so people can start building up better with lust. Because I think like, don't warlock specs like build up a lot of? Maybe it's demonology, but they have to like do a big ramp before the big damage explosion to like get a bunch of little imps summoned or something. I haven't really played. I am also targeting not even the boss. But I haven't played a lot of, like, I haven't played any, actually, Warlock. I've only played Affliction. I do like Affliction a lot, but I know it's very different from the other two. How many people will stop if they fail? That is what worries me. Yeah, I mean, no matter what decision they make, people are going to quit the game, you know? What the heck? What? So he just immunes it? Oh, that's crazy, dude. Was that the Death Knight? Dude, Death Knights are so stupid. So you're telling me the Death Knight just ran over there and after the javelin stuck to him, he just popped probably his like movement thing where he doesn't get movement impaired, and he probably popped AMS. I saw AMS on him too. Death Knights are crazy, man. Owaj and Tabat, you're going down. I'm not even gonna dispel that. We just need to do damage. Where's Spark? Awoo! What's up, Tony? Aloo. Hope y'all are doing well. Ooh, reminds me I should watch your video on the new changes you posted today. Yeah, we talked over the all the changes announced to just specifically Mistweaver. So I kept the video very short. It's like a 14-minute watch. I will say it was a very weird video in that YouTube like did not want me to upload it. Usually videos take like, 30 minutes to upload basically in full HD, like the standard definition and HD. So usually it takes about 30 minutes for that full process, but it took about 5 hours. I had to leave it uploading overnight, and I scheduled it. So I started the upload at like 12, and it said it's going to take about 3 hours. So I was like, oh, phooey. So I scheduled the upload for exactly 5 a.m., and apparently it uploaded at 4:49. So there were 11 minutes to spare, or it would have failed to upload. If I schedule it for a time that is after when it, no wait, before when it actually fully uploads, then it just won't upload. I'm gonna Zephyr here. I feel like things can get a little weird here. Also gonna pop it a defensive. Yeah, for some reason YouTube took so long last night to upload. I'm hoping it's just like a YouTube issue because I've never had that happen before. But it's fun, dude. I feel like a lot of people are up in arms, like, oh my gosh, why is Mistweaver trying to be a caster? But honestly, as someone who just enjoys this tiny little niche, this tiny little subset of the gameplay that you can have, like, I enjoy the interactions between the mists and Vivify and all that stuff, and Soothing Mist and everything. So I'm excited to have a build kind of more viable than in the past, built around that, They definitely make a note, like the devs say, like, we're going to keep an eye on this and make sure it doesn't outperform the normal traditional build. They literally say that in the dev notes, and still people are like, this is going to replace fist weaving. Like, no, all is lost. So I don't know, man. No matter what you do, people are going to doom, but I am happy. I am a happy camper. Yeah, go watch it, hear my thoughts, read the patch notes with me. I almost just got clobbered by that. Alright, dude. Today is the day of progress. We are blasting this. You know what would be really nice? So earlier, those who were just joining us, we had a person come in and basically just like for no reason just hate chat, like talking about how people who normally do challenges, like, and they put like something in quotes like this can't get title, and that's why they do it. And it's like, dude, I'm just trying to play a video game and have fun. But now I kind of want to like push for title at the end of the season after me and Vlad make our series, and at least try. But the thing is, like, it's a full season effort. Like, we would need more time, so I don't know if that's even doable. I need to not stand in melee here because those guys jump around. Exclamation point lurk. I need to make a command for lurk because I know a lot of people like to lurk. I'm someone who, when I turn on a stream, a lot of times like I'll chat for a little bit, then I always just I just convert into a lurker, right? It's just who I am. I'm usually like if I ever go to a party, I usually sit in the corner and just like listen to conversations, right? So I'm just a lurker in IRL too, but I need to make a command for it. Just be like, hey. Like, I'm lurking, and make it, like, it'd be fun to make it have, like, 3 different texts that it could say, like, going to walk my cat, or something, something stupid like that. And it just, like, randomizes what it says you're doing, or going to do. Ooh, someone pulled before the tank got here. Spooky. I am not going to tip the scales this fire breath. Instead, I will stand in this happily. To the scales, the Spirit Bloom. I'll kick this cast, even though it was going toward the tank. I probably should not have kicked it. I think that's a thing that I do where even when I play a spec that has very limited kicks, like an Evoker, I need to be more smart about what I kick. I need to kick the only ones that put, like only casts that put people in actual danger. There, a single bolt on the tank is not putting him in danger, so I probably should not have kicked that. I must say, Legion is fun so far. Just hit level 80 Hunter. That's awesome. That is awesome. I know a lot of people are saying that it's... Some people have said it's like really quick to level, and some people I've heard say it's really slow to level, but I've heard mostly that it's quick to level. But I'm glad you're having fun. That's why we play this game at the end of the day, right? I would love to do some Legion remakes, but we can't even think about that until we're done with this challenge. Oh no, we're too shy. It's probably going to pull in the boss here. Yeah, here we go. We got 4 phase blades, so our tank's going to be under some heat, but the rest of us don't really take much more damage if we're not stacked in. Once again, saving my tip the scales, but I will shoot that cleaving living flame instead of for damage. I'll do it for healing. Let's go ahead and get some hots out for this. For the next one, I will tip the scales a spear. Actually, I might not even need to tip the scales it, but I think we probably should just put it on cooldown. Don't have less for 2 minutes. So here, after this first pop, we're going to top everyone up for the second pop. I'm going to go ahead and rewind too, just because our tank was taking some major damage, and rewind's really good for healing him. Okay, now that it's just us and the boss, I can kind of chill on the healing. Just get some hots on people. Ooh, we're going to external the Shadow Priest. Got some lucky spawns there. It's pretty cool that you can disintegrate on the move. I've always thought that was one of the more like cool design choices of the spec. Let's go into Anomaly, everyone. We can just Dream Breath this first one. So the pattern on this boss is you get lines, balls, lines, cones. So cones is that phase that we just did where you have to collect your 3 guys. This is the lines. The lines is very simple because it's just one instance of big damage. Like, you're constantly taking raw damage, sure, but this is the scary one. The orbs are actually the really scary one. So before the damage, I'm actually going to Verdant Embrace AoE. Then after the damage, I'll tip the scales Spirit Bloom. Because this one's scary because you get 2 instances. You get 1, the initial pop, and 2, when the orbs pop. So I always kind of save my... You would think you save your biggest cooldowns for that cone phase, but now we're about to get lines again. But really, the cones aren't that bad. It also, you only get 1 Whisper of Fate. We have Lust now. But see, you can kind of chill for it. They've tuned it in a way that you can go around and collect your things and not have to heal too much. They could have made this boss so much harder if they made this phase do more damage, because then it would be a lot like City of Threat's final boss, where you actually have to heal on the move a bunch. But I'm glad they didn't. I feel like there's just a better version. I need to be disintegrating, so I'm kind of low on mana here. But now we just get to crank some damage, and my Chrono Flame should full heal us. I really like the Evoker name, Fitting Ra. I'm glad I named this character Ra. I think it is fitting for sure. Because it reminds me of the character Ra in Smite, but you know, Ra is just a name of like the sun god, right? So it felt like fiery, felt dragony, but mostly it was from Smite. It kind of looks like you're the Smite person. But now we get to trade in our key from our Priory 13. Hopefully land a Floodgate. That is not Floodgate. Now we just sit here and hunt for a Floodgate. Floodgate 13, I think, would get us there. 388. We get about 60 something. So maybe we have to hunt a Floodgate 14 to get it done in one go. But what we could do is we could do, I guess we could do our Arakara. Oh, a Gambit 13 for sure. Gambit 13 or 14 is the play, I think. So let's filter out Ecodome, filter in Gambit. Let's look for 14s. 14s or 13s. Looks like there's no keys even being posted. But I appreciate that, Rice Bar. I think some of my characters have like good fitting names. Some of them are kind of lame, but it's fine. Oh, that's why I wasn't showing, because I was in a group. Interesting. Or a full group. We got declined. We straight up got declined from this. That's crazy. Let's go up to the 15. YOLO. YOLO. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Hey, Reef Nerd, I would be honored to heal you. And the fact that it's a 13 Floodgate is just icing on the cake. Also, Reef Nerd, who was it yesterday? But someone was praising you in chat. They're like, man, I miss when I got to heal Reef Nerd or something. Forget who it was, but dude, someone was praising your name and I joined in. I would be honored, sir. So we could do like a 13 Floodgate, and then I think a 13 Gambit would get us there. And that's just like we could go and do like a 13 Dawnbreaker, which probably would be more exciting. And honestly, our Dawnbreaker's 12 points behind our Gambit, so we would get a lot more IO. So maybe we do Dawnbreaker instead, because that dungeon's more fun, right? Where are the keys? Well, a majority of the player base is playing Legion Remix right now, so that's like, even look at this. 3 of our guildies are on, and I'm the only one playing actual factual. Wow. But Reef Nerd, I would be honored. So with my baby Brew, dude, I love healing Brewmasters, and honestly, it's better that you're not playing your main, because I feel like that gives us more opportunities for potential content, right? Yeah. But then no one can say that we got carried, right? Is everyone indulging it? Yeah, everyone's in the fell, just bathing in it right now. Which, I love the fell aesthetic. When I first started playing this game, I was maining a Resto Druid, and I really, really wanted more fell transmogs because I just loved the aesthetic of like my Resto Druid wearing gear that was like nature looking but had like fell pouring out of it. So I had like, I forget how I got it, but I was doing some random dungeon with one of my friends from the past. Like we were just running back and doing old dungeons. And I got this pair of shoulders that is like claws sticking out, so it looks like bare naturey, but it has like fell dripping off of it. And I thought it looked really cool and looked really good for a Resto Druid. So I always wanted to design a transmog off of that piece, but I could never get the rest of the pieces that kind of fit it, So, yeah. All right. Yeah, you see all of my friends are on a remix right now. Look for Ra. Ra. Looking for Ra. Reef Nerdum. Reef Nerdum. Alright, dude, I'm down for the 14. Everyone's indulging right now. Aw, dang. Bubble Tea, the Resto Druid. I love this combination, though. Brewmaster plus Evoker is so cool because, Brewmasters have Stagger, where they stagger the damage they take in. So instead of taking all the damage at once, I guess I haven't put it here yet. But instead, like, if they take a hit for 40k, instead they're going to take that damage over the next, like, 5 seconds. Or something like that, right? Or a portion of that damage. Our defensive works in the same way. We basically give someone stagger. So we can stagger their stagger and just really smooth out, like, big damage intake. So when they do a big pool, I can let them build up a bit of stagger. And then as that damage starts to spill in with the damage they're already taking, then I can stagger all of it and stuff. So it's really cool. LOL, what is stagger? Am I saying the wrong term? Sounds right. Stagger, right? Oh, you got me second guessing. Is it a different word? It's stagger, right? Or is this one of those moments? Whoa, hold on. Did I miss a Prime sub? I totally missed a Prime. It doesn't even notify me. It did not even notify me. But Specky, oh, I hope you're still here, Specky. I just saw in the notifications, like on the left side, it didn't even show me in chat. Dude, it did not even let me know, Specky. But dude, with the 13-month streak is insane. Oh man, I'm gonna have to message Specky if they're not here. I'll send them a DM on Discord. Just be like, oh man. What is stagger? Just push buttons. Hey, that's how you play Brewmaster, man. Granola, what's good? Oh yeah, LB, what is your favorite class in terms of aesthetics for healers, like animations wise? For example, I like Mistweaver because of Chi-Ji transparent. Like, ooh, interesting. So I think mine is probably Mistweaver because not the transparency or the Chi-Ji transparent, but I really like Jade Fire Stomp, like the jade green. It's my favorite color. That's why literally these lights that you can kind of see here, I default them to the jade green color that I can kind of get them to show. Jade green is like my favorite color. It didn't honestly it is. It is my favorite color, I think. If I had to pick like an exact color, I think jade green. But if I had to pick a color, I would say purple. One button rotation. Oh no. What did I sign up for? I'm just kidding. Lots of people are playing Remix, so lower key numbers, yeah, for sure. Like a lot of people are. It's almost as if everyone's gone to play a different game right now, you know. So it's just lesser keys being posted, less activity and stuff. I need to fix this. By the way, let me fix that before I forget. I am so ADHD, dude. It is not even funny. I don't even know what point I was making like 10 seconds ago. But we are here fixing this now. There we go. But okay, so Mistweaver's good. I love Crackling Jade Lightning, like the green version with Jade Lightning or Jade Empowerment with all the mist green and stuff. However, I don't think it's like the most visually appealing. I think Archon Holy Priest deserves a mention for sure. But they have very subtle animations because it's Holy Priest and they're like lightly colored. But when you pay attention to them, they're pretty good. Also, Premonition looks really cool around a player. Like when you have Premonition going, like it looks really cool on the player. But that's not Archon. I really think Archon, Holy Priest, or Disc Priest with Oracle and Ultimate Penitence looks really cool too. Probably those. I think so. That's my visual aesthetic, but the the audio of of Paladin is just unmatched. Well, hold on, it is matched actually. That's what I'm saying. Holy Priest is pretty. I feel like one time I've answered this question with Holy Priest, and someone's like, "What Holy Priest?" But like they're like sleeper, really like visually pleasing, right? But there's another game that I play, and I encourage you all to like go on YouTube right now, look up Bellona Smite. So Belona Smite. And just watch like a little bit of gameplay of her. And whenever she does her ability that brings out her hammer, when she auto attacks with her hammer, that sound just like it doesn't just scratch that itch in my brain. It full on like suplexes my brain. Like it's so good. It's unmatched. So good. I just love the thought of Reef Nerd actually using one button rotation. We overlapped her. Stops. And wait for the shredation, then use my third spell into the stasis. The spell. It's nice that we did not pull the spider. Okay, now I'm gonna stagger. Now that he's heavy staggered, I'm gonna stagger him with my external. So now his heavy stagger is getting staggered. On top of the damage that he's currently taking is also being staggered by him. So the dude is just a staggering fella. Dang, I had to move before I could charge that up. Yikes. Yeah, now he's got double heavy stagger though, so that is I guess that is a downside to it. Uh-oh. Oof. Even with the deaths, this mess died pretty evenly. Not the cleanest first pool, but we're fine. Dude, that healing reef nerd is crazy. Guy Penn's Imperial Brew. Just get hot spread around. We have tipped the scales, saving it for a Spirit Bloom. I'm coming, Reef Nerd. Let's go and stagger him. Ooh, definitely, we need to kick that behind us. Let's get rid of that. Let's boop. Let's stasis. Okay, now I need a fire breath. I need this dot on people. Get reversion on everyone. I saw the stasis saved up. Might just send it here soon. Oof. That's a lot of damage. Alright. So far, definitely still doable. We're fine. I need to be disintegrating. Just let my hots tick away. Alright. Can stay here for a bit while he gathers. Those crabs do chunk the tank, though. We've already seen one tank today get one shot by them. So, gotta be careful there. Okay, I like that we're stopping here. I'll go ahead and do my flight. Get the tank all hotted up. Kick that. It was on me. Nice. I still have Tip the Scales Spirit Bloom. Might just go ahead and send it here. I'm about to get Tip. Ooh, nice. Someone kicked the harpoon. Oh, didn't quite get a knock up there. Oh, no. Got harpooned into a bomb. Okay. About to have double crab death. Did our mage pull combat on something over there? They're low. Alright, let's get a few ticks of food in before I go up. Waiting on the mage still. And once he gets here, we're ready to blast. Oh. I will be using stasis here.
Well, what have we here?
Uh-oh. That was my kick. This guy has aggro on these things. Okay. So now we're kind of dry. I do have rewind, but I would love to not use it. Oh, God. Oh, God. Get some echoes out. Keep the tank hotted up. Get one last disintegrate. Trying to get a little bit of mana off before we have to go fight this boss. I should be fine. I'm just gonna type R. Had to end that early, but I had to go ahead and do that to catch up, which kind of sucks because that is our best way to mana regen. Trying to get the far ones. Oh my goodness. Like he just took that for no reason. Get some echoes around to this boss. Always stresses me out so much. Oh my goodness, he was right between all three of those. That's big tragedy. Okay, so I'm gonna have to watch this one. I know, I see it. I'm gonna have to defensive and give us some AoE mitigation from my Zephyr. Now go ahead and rewind back all that damage that we just took. Very nice. Okay, I've tipped the scales. Spirit Bloom here. I need to do some disintegrating here. Watching keys of the moment she targets that hunter, I'm gonna have to spot heal the hunter. That's all of them, right? I hope. I just insta-dispelled. I kind of did like a little 360 to check. Okay, yeah, we definitely need to be on Bront. I say as I cleave a bunch of damage. We can burn them before these mechanics become a thing. Ah, oh, no, the mage. Dang. Okay, let's go and top up our mana. Yo, what's up, Factor? New camera angle hype. I appreciate it. I actually do like this camera angle a lot. I don't have my right lighting. Like, I should have my overhead light on, so... I was playing like this all day yesterday, but I had my overhead light on, and actually I like it better with the overhead light on. But I'm kind of like experimenting right now with different things, and I think that lighting is better. So we'll probably turn the overhead light on soon. But right now, dude, maybe the overhead light was our bad luck because we are kind of slamming today. Whereas yesterday we were not slamming, we were getting slammed. But hey, it's good to see you guys. Keaton, it's great to see you. How's the dragon life treat me? Honestly, it's not bad. It's not bad. A lot better today. I think yesterday we had a really horrible grind. Like, streamed for like 4.5 hours before I even got a single point of IO. It wasn't until we did our final key of the day where I finally got some IO. But today it's gone a lot better. Basically, before going live, I did a. I'm testing out different ways to play Evoker. I think I was playing way aggressive, like watching my gameplay back. I was playing it as if every key was Gambit, and you can't do that. You gotta really prioritize healing a bunch, and I was really prioritizing damage, and I think it was just putting us in like riskier situations than we needed to be in. But now I'm prioritizing my healing a lot more, and it's just going a lot smoother. So it's pretty nice. Factor, you've been playing some Remix. I've heard some mixed opinions about Remix. Also, should I lust on pool or should I lust the intermission? Since we're pulling stuff into the boss, I think I lust on pool. Or maybe I just leave it up to the mage. I'm going to leave it up to the mage. Let them decide. Because they'll know how to optimize their damage better. Or optimize lust around their cooldowns and stuff, you know. Gonna have to really watch Reef Nerd, though, because this is a really tough pool on the tank. I'll go ahead and stasis early. I should probably just wait to dispel Reef Nerd for when she does her Electro Crush. That's a pretty good time. Okay, please don't get any swirlies under me. Nice. Try to time that to where I could use it here, but it didn't come back to bite me, you know. Okay, what do I have here? I have Stasis stored up, but it's about to pop. That's A-okay. I have Zephyr and Rewind. Zephyr, Rewind. Go ahead and Zephyr. Might not even need to Rewind here. Okay, I got a little close to dying there. We're going to rewind. We're going to rewind. I definitely should have just sent it. I thought I would have tipped the scales a little before I did. So I didn't even get to use the tip the scales there. So now I know I need to just sit on tip the scales this whole ad phase. Let's get some hots on people. Hopefully this hits the hunter. It did not. So the hunter is slightly more compromised than the rest of us. Get a fire breath out. It's okay if that hot ticks. That'll be nice because I'll have hots ticking from that damage. Usually less pull if you pull ads under boss, otherwise intermission. I'm the same way. What I like to do when I tank this boss is I like to kill the boss ads, like just pull the boss alone. And then as the boss ads are dying, then I like to kind of start to pull more ads in, you know? So like I'll pull those two guys in during the first intermission, then those two guys second intermission. And then third intermission, these guys on the stairs. But I think anyway is fine. Ooh. You're already kill blocked. Yikes. I just had to like waste a lot there. Let's do some damage here for a second. Now we can do a communion ramp. Okay, I need to get some disintegrates out, just get some mana back. I'm gonna do the full 3. Got 2 free ones, and then the last one actually costs stuff. I need to actually be using my external in these intermissions as well. I think that actually will really help. Let's go in Spirit Bloom. Ooh, I gotta dodge. That got close. I need to be doing more damage though. These ads are dying a little slower than I think I'd like. Oh my goodness. We have had a stupid death to a stupid mechanic, both boss fights now. People just not paying attention, man. Get some echoes spread around. Oh yeah, look at a mage with stagger. That's beautiful. Dude, the spec's so fun. The spec's, the spec definitely has my favorite external. Just giving someone stagger. It's so sick. Okay, I don't have rewind for 45. Don't have much for this first bloodbath upstairs. But it should be fine. Someone's clicking the bomb. I'm still in combat with something, which is really weird. Target the caster. I can kick it once it comes out of that stun. Let's hot up everyone. I'm going to pop defensive here. I'm not going to tip the scales this fire breath. I'm going to sit on tip the scales spirit bloom for if I need it. Ooh. Which looks like I do need it. I'm glad I did that. I'm going to knock up. Get some echoes out. Actually, I'm going to disintegrate here. Man, this hunter and mage are constantly like, look, I just moved to a position where I can hit the hunter and mage. The hunter instantly just went back to where I was. They're constantly playing in a position that's like so impossible for me to hit both of them. Okay, let's tap our mana food. I'm fine though. I just want to top up. Makes sense, but yeah, all three methods work just fine. Yeah, I don't think there's a wrong way to play that boss, especially in pugs. Like, there's no right way to play in pugs other than if you can track every cooldown of everyone in the group, you know? Oh my goodness. Where is my party? I'm gonna rewind that. I have stasis for the next one, but oh man. Where's our paladin? The paladin said, I don't think this works. What does that mean? What does it mean? Oh my goodness, I moved to where I could hit the mage and the paladin, or the mage and the hunter. And then the mage moves away. Oh, it's so annoying. Okay, I have to put the scales here. I'm gonna boop. I just booped out of consecration. That's okay. Okay, I'm gonna tap my mana here. What was the guy talking about? He said, I don't think this works. Well, I wonder what the paladin was doing there. Oh, is he talking about the key? Saying he doesn't think we could time this? No shot he's about to just AFK until we vote yes. Look at all three of them just up there. AFK. Is that what he's talking about? He's just gonna AFK, saying that we can't time? Dude. Well, yeah, when you AFK until the kelps start kelping. Ah! What is it with people? Oh my goodness, dude. Throws up an abandon vote, then just AFKs, and then comes down once these guys...
Wasn't necessary.
Oh, God. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the paladin apparently gave up and he's just not jumping down. Oh boy. Oh my gosh, dude. Adult children. Report failed. That's ridiculous. And now we're just sitting here because we didn't know what was going on, so I voted no. Ah, I think you had enough time. What are these clouds doing? I thought we had plenty of time. The only reason why we were behind there is because the paladin AFK that last um the paladin like AFK to up here, like we were doing this pull and he was just standing here saying, I don't think this works. And then AFK down here too, like, oh boy. Make sure and kick the paladin. Real bad player. I'm gonna hit his ego. Since he thinks he's like, controlling the group, I'm gonna hit his ego and say, guy's a bad player. I mean, he was fine. He really wasn't a bad player, but there we go. He just said WTF. Yeah, dude, you can't just AFK and ruin the key for all of us. Not get called out in some way. You gotta hit the ego. Call them a bad player. Where I have directional heals run. I kind of want to just make a macro that says like stand in front of me. The paladin said, "Died for so many times, you are good." Let's get an actual ret pally in here. Should be much better. Fight fire with fire. And now he's not exiting the dungeon, so he can't reset. Dude, this is unreal. This is unreal. There we go. Good luck, Rit, Paladin. I'm not gonna say anything else. I think I've made the point. Made the point. All right, let's slam. I guess we slammed the 13. I don't know. That was 100% timeable. We have had less time on the clock and still almost been able to time that dungeon. So I don't know what he was doing. It was literally just the paladin. He was just gonna AFK until we all abandoned. Dude, some people, did y'all hear? I don't know if there's patch notes for it, but they made grass free to touch. Did y'all hear that? Like, you literally can just go outside and touch it. Like, it's free. But I guess I can't find the notes, or I'd send them to the paladin, but yeah, I'm looking for them. I can't see it anywhere, but it's true. Damage in the last portion of Floodgate scales up so much. Yeah, it definitely gets a lot harder to heal, for sure. Like, Big Mama onward, basically, is kind of like a different dungeon. The first part of the dungeon is like a big old nothing burger. There is a lot of single target hits, though, and those are scary. But that's okay. I'm serious, Rupee. They made grass free to touch. It's crazy. I promise you, though, it's real. What I like to do is I like to just go outside and touch it. Like it sounds crazy, but I'm telling you, it's a thing. But I feel like if you just like argue with them, like, "Are you serious? You're just not gonna play?" Blah blah blah. Like that really feeds their little power trip that they're on, right? Like if they're just AFKing and like, "I'm gonna hold this group hostage," that you can't feed their power trip. You actually have to just like gaslight them into thinking that they were just a bad player. Was this the same paladin though? Might be the same paladin. Hold on. Look, he's not even on the damage meter. I have to scroll up to Big Mama. Cryptosec. Okay, no, it's a different player. Oops. Yeah, I think we found the way to combat the people going AFK. Just talk as if they were the problem in the key, and then they can't. You kind of take the power back from them. Like sure they're still holding you hostage and stuff, but you just kind of like, you punch their ego. I was doing a bit of a Dawnbreaker a moment ago, and damn, there was so much damage in that dungeon, plus the bugs. Yeah, Dawnbreaker, dude. I hope that either they never send us back to Dawnbreaker, or when they do, they have it all squared away, because that dungeon is just a pile of bugs. Like, it is bad. Made up a damn not one of my favorite. Yeah, honestly, it's rough, but once you get the hang of it, like, once you learn the damage patterns, it's not that bad. Like, there is one scary, like, one-shot overlap on the spider boss. The third decay overlaps with the orb that you shoot. It's like you'll have the orb hit as the decay starts, so you get like a big damage overlap there. The first boss has very frequent heal absorbs that it puts out, so that's also pretty annoying. But once you get used to those two things, like the dungeon gets a lot easier. And like I thought it would be the hardest dungeon this tier, but it's actually been one of the easier ones in my experience. But it took a while for it to get there, you know. Like it takes a lot of reps on it. Dude, reversion kind of cranks. It's a lot of healing.
Five, four,
I am eating.
2, 1.
All right, let's blast this dude. But yeah, we had a lot of like deaths to like dumb things in the last dungeon. Like the hunter just basically AFK'd and let the boss charge into him on the keys of boss. And then also, I think it was the paladin actually who just let the mecha drones just trample over him. I target the spider here. Okay. Death Knight just bathed in that blade. Gotta hit rewind there. That's a lot of damage. Okay, the spider's dying. Everything's dying except for the Shredinator. We gotta get more damage on that thing. Now we can dispel the tank because the spider's dead. Much better. Already cleaner. Already cleaner than last run. Last run we had 2 deaths on this pool. We almost had a death on the DK. He literally just... I think there's a Death Knight ability that kind of like locks you into walking. Is that right? Like, I haven't played any DPS DK, but do they have a spell that just like marches you forward and you're kind of locked in once you start it? Because I feel like that's a thing. Had the beam on me. External the tank. Let's go and do a communion. I'm about to get wound up. Alright, we're good. I like to just ping. Ping for them to get in front of me. Yeah, there we go. It worked enough. Oof. Guy got rooted into the beam. That is the fear of doing this pool, is you can get rooted into a beam, so you have to be really on top of your beam kicks. Let's roar and then fly. To the skill Spirit Bloom for some big bursty heals. I'm gonna boop them away from me so I can just cast. Got a Fire Breath coming back up. Probably shouldn't have used that Life Spark until after a Fire Breath so it would hit harder, but it's fine. That little bit of min-maxing probably won't matter. I believe the harder can be Priory of the Sacred Pain. Yeah, honestly, Priory is, in my opinion, the hardest dungeon. Not ever. It's definitely one of my least... It definitely is my least favorite dungeon they've ever made, though. I can confidently say that. Definitely not the hardest. What are we dying to? What the heck? Did the hunter just, like, slap that and get aggro? Ooh, the paladin. Guys definitely are not making it easy on me. Alright, we had a dumb hunter death. But we're fine. We're about to have crabs dying, so I'm going to get an echo out. I'm actually going to stasis. Okay. We're good. Let's get some disintegrates out. We can just kill the architect here. Maybe not. Maybe we should have hit the scaffolding. I feel like we could have killed the architect. It was low enough to where we could have just killed it. Looked like the hunter was about to pull that, but we're good. Okay, I have my kick ready for this guy. Got my stun ready. Whoa! That was a stun to get out of the fire, too. Okay. What is it about Death Knight? I feel like it's always Death Knights that sit there in the blades. Oh, man. Say it 3 times and it happens, man. Should have stopped talking about it. Like, are they planted? I haven't played a Death Knight DPS, but it seems like they're actually planted in that. Like, do they have self-rooting abilities? Because, like, you would think casters would be the ones that agree to cast and just stand in the Shredded Nation, but, like, man, it is really just Death Knight DPS. I need to disintegrate. Let's go and tap our food up here, but we're fine.
Welcome to the firing.
That's what you get for messing with its playtime. Playtime!
Goodness gracious, people. They're giving them no time to get aggro. It's crazy. I hope that when I do the DPS challenge, I hope that I play like a smart person. I really don't want to be like dogging DPS all season and then play like one of them. That would make me so sad. I hope that I show these DPS players how it's done. That's my #1 goal in the challenge that me and Vlad are going to be doing. Is just show the world that healers are just mechanically gifted, and that's why we heal, because we play the harder one.
I ain't done with you.
Only fire breathed Kiza, and I feel like that was a big mistake. Probably should have just either only hit Bront or just waited till they were back together, like sat on fire breath for a bit. It's okay. We're fine. Now I just get to hit Bront for a bit.
I'll get him, boss.
I always get so quiet when I fight this boss because like you just have to be paying attention. If it's not hard, it's just that you can like get trapped in a lull and then you just like don't heal back someone quick enough, you know. Ooh, the hunter just... What was that? He disengaged the wrong way. Reefner's gonna be coming through here. Uh-oh. Gotta kill Bronk quick. Nice. Nice. Okay. We're cruising. The nerf bombs damage here? I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay, I was about to say. Gotta shoot that. I don't think so. It's just that we were just in a 14, now we're in a 13, so I think the damage just scaled down quite a bit. Alright. Got our boop ready. Coming up on Big Mama again. We're making a lot better time than we were last time. But we still have 4 really dumb deaths. Like, people dying to actual stupid stuff. Like, you can't really heal better when the deaths are running in and pulling the balls for the tank. You know what I mean? That's just not a thing. Whew. Ooh. He says as he does it. He says as he does it. Okay, it wasn't me though. Oh, that's me dead. But at least it wasn't me that pulled. But also, I should have just waited there. Should have just waited. If the paladin hadn't have pulled, I definitely would have pulled. And that's exactly what I was like literally just saying. Abandon, no. Oh my goodness, this abandon vote thing is so annoying. It's so annoying. I hate it. Can you see who starts the votes? I'm pretty sure it was the paladin again. Alright, we're back. I am hitting lust. Need to be hitting these mecha drones. Okay, I have Zephyr, Stasis. Whew. You should do like full healers run, like only 3k healer players. That would be fun. The downside is I don't know that many people. I mean, hey, if you guys are all 3k healers, I bet we could get a fun run going together, like get a series going. But it would be fun to like try to find some other like content creators that do that kind of thing. But I don't think there's many of us like this size around that would do it. I don't know why I just suppressor forward. Actually useless button on this fight. It's just so ingrained in my brain to do that. I think it would be fun to get like a DPS streamer, a tank streamer, and myself together, and each of us play like DPS. Well, it would be kind of unfair to have the DPS player play a DPS, but I don't know. Like, find a way to kind of pit us all against each other and see who like does best. You know. Okay, so that was our communion, and it was rewind. We'll have stasis for this next one. We'll have to hit the scales for the next one. Only reason why I had to commit 2 cooldowns because we went to kill a block barrier. Now, ooh, we also have Zephyr ready. Okay, don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die. Nice. So Zephyr stasis, Zephyr stasis. Zephyr stasis, tip the scales. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start a stasis here. Ooh. Okay, not the best stasis. Zephyr. I have tip the scales, but I don't have Spirit Bloom just yet. Let's unleash the stasis. It is not a good one. Okay, I did just waste tip the scales there, though. Okay, I am drinking. Tank's going to get the bombs. We're going up top. Oh, it was a paladin. Oh, I was so tripped up on my thing. I was like, wait, the tank is gone. What is everyone else doing? But no, I had the wrong person down. Okay, we need a big stun. Oh my goodness, the land hands from the paladin saved Roofner. That is my bad. I was so, like, tripped up. I thought the tank went and clicked the bomb, and that the paladin was running in and pulling, but I had them mixed up. My mini-map was confusing me. Alright. Tough time. We got stasis. We don't have rewind for another minute and a half. But stasis plus tip the scales can definitely carry the first one. Then I can sit on that stasis for 30. Let's go ahead and hit stasis, temporal anomaly, verdant embrace, tip the scales. Hopefully that's enough to heal that one. Now I can sit on the stasis for an amount of time. Okay, we got Zephyr too. That's huge. I think I saved Zephyr for downstairs. Stop that reload. Let's unleash the stasis. Very nice. Get a big fire breath going. RPGG. Okay, I have communion. Oh, I don't even need it. Okay, we're good. We lived. We lived to die on another pool. Kostram with Baby Legs and Dalinor. That gets you 3. Then maybe pick up Aya and Bunton. I'll be real with you. There's so many WoW streamers. Like, there's so many. But I'll be honest, I have not heard of any of those people. But I'm sure they're very cool people if you're recommending them. So, shame on me for not knowing them. Then again, y'all know I like to stay in my bubble. Very hard for me to convince myself to be social, so it has nothing to do with them. It's everything to do with me. Gonna Zephyr. Got 2 crabs about to pop too. Communion, oh my goodness. How, I say, did no one die? I know I got Word of Glory, and I think that did come into play, but how did no one die there? That's crazy. Ooh, I always hate that pool. I think that pool's gotten harder than Swamp Face, personally. Bayless and Dalwar do a lot of streamer keys, pretty much their whole stream. Ah, interesting. I see you chatting, Rupees. Oh, also, Rupees, just want to let you know, there are Twitch drops happening right now. So if you want some free stuff and you have a Twitch account, you can also, you could also watch on Twitch, or you could just swap on over to Twitch if you care about that. But, you know, I know a lot of people don't really care about Twitch drops. So I'll go click that. We can't while we're in combat, by the way. I always forget that. Let's remove the bleed from the hunter. You can't, Reef Nerd. I saved, hit the scales. I've already done my bleed remove, so I'm gonna just kick that harpoon. Gotta watch out for the knockback on these bombs. Watch out for the knockback. Nice. Okay. This is where we shine. It reminds me when someone dies in League of Legends and starts to render vote button for no reason. Same thing happens in Smite. That's like a MOBA thing. Alright, thanks. I do both YouTube and Twitch. Just pick one randomly each time. I feel that. That's kind of how I am too. Whenever I turn on a stream, there's no telling what platform I'll turn it on. Okay, so he... Oh, my mouse is stuck. Ooh. He used AMZ on that one, so I'm going to Zephyr this one. Use external on the DK. Definitely should save my fire breath for right before the big phase, because I want that fire breath ticking and healing my allies during the actual hard to heal part. We have rewind here, so I'm getting an anomaly out. Here we have Stasis. Go and click Stasis, Dream Breath, Temporal Anomaly, Spirit Bloom. I think that's a pretty strong one. And then before we unleash the Stasis, we can Lifeline with everyone. Oh yeah, that's so much healing. Okay, I need to be using these free Essence Bursts for Disintegrates. Here I have Tip the Scales. Also have Communion for this next one, but before I Communion, I'll need to... Okay, never mind, we killed the boss. But you need to... If you need to be able to be mobile while doing the, like an Emerald Communion, you can do your dash first. But Reef Nerd, I'll be honest, it's looking like we might have to pull a little risky down here. Like, we might have to do the crazy thing and pull the jump starters into the final boss. This dungeon is just tight on the timer, man. But Gumshoe said, how the press key's been going? Honestly, pretty good. Also, I just wasted my dispel. But honestly, they've been going a lot better today. Like, much better today. Can't afford any deaths here. When external to tanks, I can't really dispel them on these electrician pools. Do a big stun. Do a knock up. And kick this. Ooh, gotta get out of that. Okay, I dispel the tankies at 16 stacks. I feel like it's fine to risk it here.
Your survival wasn't.
Why did I do that? Why did I fly over the frontal like that? I'm so stupid. I don't know why, but I thought my hunter and the paladin, I had them mixed up with who they were and where they were standing. And I flew straight over the frontal like an idiot. What do I have? I have here. I have communion. I have stasis. I'm gonna do stasis here. Okay, let's go in stasis. So unleash that stasis. Hopping into offensive. Ooh. Goodness, you're scaring me, DK. To knock up. Okay, I'm just going to communion ramp because I'm low on mana, mostly, but that's probably going to come back to bite me. I have rewind. Ooh. Okay, I don't have much mana here. I am totally out of mana. I am totally out of mana. I hope you're listening, Reef Nerd. Yeah, I am out of mana. Okay, hold. We have 3 minutes, we have lust. We have 3 minutes, we have lust. Ready. Let's do this. I need to disintegrate often here. If we want to have enough mana here. Trying to go to one of these far ones here. Give them space. I have communion coming up soon. Hunter, oh my goodness. Did he just like not pop anything? That's crazy. I mean, goodness gracious. He's taking that initial zap raw. Okay, so I just use my dash so that I can move during this communion. So that I can channel the full thing and not have to stop. Yeah, we just run out of time. Oh my goodness, dude. Like, if I would have been able to stop and get some mana before the double jump starter pool, I think we could have pulled the jump starters in. That's peculiar. I think we could have done triple pool and maybe time that way. Our DK was stunned. Oh, I'm so excited to get off of this spec, man. It has just been cursed. We've been playing this spec way longer than I thought I would have. Oh, man. The dot does scale a ton. You have to defensive it before it even hits you. Like, look, that DK just took the first hit full, and it's just like... It gets so scary. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I just want to get off of this spec, man. I'm so tired of playing this freaking spec. Oh man, like, did we just lack damage there? Is that what it was? Oh, ring light's out. Okay, let me go turn back the ring light and this light. Same time every day, man. It's crazy. Well, roughly the same time. Roughly the same time. Oh god, the thing is, like, we need this dungeon, so I have to do Floodgate again. Dude, I'm getting so tired of playing the Evoker. Getting tired of this dungeon, man, or this series. Hate when you get stuck in one dungeon over and over. I know, and this dungeon's like not even hard. It has a hard timer, but like, it's not like a hard dungeon, you know? Like a 14 Gambit would be worth doing. I can switch to Priest anytime, but at this point I'm committed, man. The thing is, like, I could just play this spec tonight, like off stream, and probably get it done like easily. It's just it is a little harder to play on stream, but I don't want to do that. Like I'm committed at this point. Gambit 14, yes. Gambit 14 would be nice. Neighbors back at it again. I'm telling you, man, these remotes, they're out to get us. Can't wait for you to go into dungeons as Mistweaver again. Dude, I can't even tell you how just sweet that would be to get to play Mistweaver again. And look, obviously these are all self-imposed rules. Like I could literally just swap to my monk anytime, but like I can't. It's a pride thing. Like I have to just finish what we set out to start, you know? And then me and Vlad will be able, just think, a month from today, me and Vlad will be streaming and playing together, and it's going to be so fun. Like, we're going to all have fun, just constantly laughing. Dang, your power cut's still going well. I mean, we just barely missed time on a floodgate, so we got no IO for it. This dungeon will haunt us forever. Gambit's listed, okay. Oh, a Gambit 15. Holy, what would that do for us? I don't even know how much IO you get for 15s. But it's just a Gambit. Like, we literally will only struggle on, like, the dragon. Like Captain Hooktail. I mean, it wouldn't go up to... I mean, I'm down to try the 15. And, you know, if all fails, we can just naturally lower it, you know. Because, like, if we slam this, if we do either a 14 or a 15 Gambit, I'm pretty sure at that point we can just breeze through a 12 Floodgate. Like, I keep trying to do, like, a 13, 14 Floodgate, but, like, it's not necessary, you know. Hey, you're right. At least it's not Priory. Oh my goodness, man. The fact that I still have to go and heal a Priory on two different priest specs kind of makes me want to cry. Do we just play Flame Shaper and just YOLO? Nah. Oh, that's a cool mount. Is this the one that you got from doing that, like, Plaguefall, like, Easter egg thing? Alright, we need, like, positive affirmations. We need to believe we can do this. This is not the time to start yawning. We need just absolute units in the DPS category. Like, we need people to make time not even an issue, not even a concern. Dude, Reef Nerd, I need to start doing keys with you on my monk. We just need a game together. Get Resilient 15, start blasting. You know what's crazy is I was asked by Vlad, like, when do I think I'll be done with the series a while back, and I gave him today's date. Isn't that crazy? And here we are, man. Here we are. Not far off. Yeah, but we still have 2 specs to go. The thing is, the priest is a weird one where, I mean, I literally could just do the one, like, I could just count the priest as a whole, just for time's sake, and then just, like, do the holy priest off stream or whatever. I might even end up doing that, but I know a lot of people want to watch the holy priest. Yeah, Woofy did not like that. I feel like he joined, inspected me, then left. A lot of people want to watch the holy priest, but unless the priest picks up the pace, might just have to do that. What is this? What's the hunter saying? So we had a guy join in and leave, and Reef Nerd said Wolfie didn't like that or like it. Then the hunter said, "Yeah, I can't remember if I was in a group where I popped off at Warlock/tank combo." What's he talking about? Can the resilient key go up in its base level, like no lower than 13, etc.? Yeah, so if you have resilient 13s, your key works as normal. It just can't go below 13. Unless you go and talk to the vendor that breaks your key, and you can break a key down. Like, you can naturally... Like, if I had resilient 13, I could technically go to that vendor and be like, do you want to break my key down to a 11, you know? Sure. I am Major Strong. Thunderfog. Doing a 15 gambit. Just gotta be on top of it here, man. Not get discouraged. Hopefully I don't lag the moment. Let me make sure I have Narcissus disabled. Okay, good. Narcissus always makes my monk lag in this dungeon. So it's nice that I don't use it on some of these alts. I believe we're gonna slam this. It's not far off. You're right. You're right. Might even like have to stream this weekend. Just get some keys in on a Saturday.
Five, four, three, two, one.
I could do a stream where like I don't stop streaming until I finish the challenge. That would be fun, but who knows how long we'd be streaming for, right? It's all fun and games till it's a 72-hour stream, right? Just tell yourself it's just a gambit. Don't even look at the key level. It's just a gambit. We got this. It's just a gambit. Like, yeah, I could be doing a lot more damage here, but it's just, I'd rather keep everyone fully topped up at all times, ready to go. 24 hours or bust stream. I'd rather not put or bust in the stream title, because then a lot of people would be praying for my downfall. What's up, 7514? Good to see you. But I feel like that would be fun. Like, just give it like a good long stream this weekend, and then say like, look, whatever I don't get done, that could be the challenge. Is like I have to be able to do it this weekend, or I failed. You know, because challenges are only challenges if there's a chance of failing, right? That's not true. Things can just be naturally challenging. I kill this fish stick. I'm gonna save my oppressive roar in case one of these cries goes off. Got a frost mage, which is really nice in this dungeon. They have like a built-in slow, so we just slow these scale binders for free, basically. Are you tired of being asked about the midnight changes yet? No, I'm never tired. Dude, I could talk about this game all day and never be annoyed. Like, you could ask, like, I literally, sometimes you'll watch me and I'll have the same, like, 4 questions be asked over and over again, and it does not bother me. I'm not someone who, like, I'm not easily bothered, trust me. Unless it comes down to, like, doing the same key over and over again, then, you know, I might be a little bothered from that, right? But no, being asked the same question over and over again, I am totally fine with. So ask away, Keaton, ask away. Oh no. Okay, this pull is lasting a bit longer. So we gotta make sure we're killing these fish sticks. Let's go in communion, just make sure our mana stays stable. I want to be communioning as often as I can in the dungeon, just so we don't run into mana issues. Nice, those fish sticks spawned way far away. Love to see that. Ooh. Boot these guys in, just so they don't become an issue. So external the tank, live. I have rewind if I need it, but I shouldn't need it with just these guys. I'm gonna oppressive roar off that buff. Very nice. I hit everyone except for the guy that casts it, but he's at 2% health. He's fine. It's fine if he gets buffed. Externaling the tank again. I have to the scale Spirit Bloom coming up. A little slow in this first section, but we were doing bigger pools, so they were slower because there were more fish sticks to chew through. So it might have been a time save, maybe, in the long run. Okay. Now are we pulling just the 4 guardians? What are we doing? Are we going to the boss?
Power eludes your grasp.
Oh, W.
A tenet of your cartel.
Power without wisdom leads to ruin.
I'm gonna go ahead and start the RP at least.
See how your wisdom fares against
The fire breath on everything. Okay, yeah, we are pulling in a boss. Very nice. Gotta watch spacing. Gotta have a Spirit Bloom ready for this mechanic. Can't really use my flight on the ads here. Let's keep our tank topped. I'm gonna boot this guy in. Don't melee me. Let's kick that. I'm focus down ads here. Ooh. I'll let the tank. Because the ads are still alive, I am just going to sit here and do this until I get targeted by something. And have to move. This is a little awkward of a situation. Hopefully everyone knows where to take things now. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel and just start helping kill these ads. They need to die. Oh, Major standing in the puddle. Okay, now I can fly. Get a big fire breath going. Kick that. Watching these bolt casks. I don't want to just face tank one. I'll do this. I feel like he's more tanky, and plus there are puddles underneath that totem, so him being able to get that instead of me is nice. Now I'm gonna save Oppressive Roar here for the ads right after this boss. And I'm also gonna go start the RP, Reef Nerd, if you're listening. Alright, we're making good progress through this. That's dead. Very nice. Y'all, I'm so excited for Halloween. I miss, like, walking around the neighborhood on Halloween night. So I can't wait till, like, you know, I have kids and I can, like, do that again. It'll be fun. Alright, can drink some water. Uh-oh, the hunter must have taken like some melees or something. Alright, this boss is dying a little slow, but we did efficiently pull into the boss, so fine on that front. Let's have a Dream Breath going right after that hits. I'm not going to use my Dream Breath or my Fire Breath. We just need to knock these ads, not let them get their defense off. Nice. Alright, so I'll go start the RP, then I'll turn around and I'm going to Oppressive Roar the ads to get rid of their Enrage, and then I'll stun them. I'm British, Halloween doesn't really happen here. I mean, to be fair, ever since COVID, I haven't seen Halloween happen anywhere here either. There's like, it used to be every neighborhood did Halloween to some extent, but now it's like one neighborhood in the whole state basically will do it, and everyone just goes to that neighborhood. Not really state, but like one neighborhood in the whole county will do it. Oh man, this is so annoying. I'm gonna have to go ahead and roar. Let's go and stun over there. Start the RP.
You have a talent for acquiring
We're good. Okay, so I've already used my. Ooh.
This was found among the
Let's use our knockback. Two of them were rooted by the mage there. Use my defensive for that bolt.
Please direct your grievances towards my associates.
My defensive's still rolling. We're good. Getting ready to knock up here. I have to kick this far one. Our captain is a dragon. So do you get a different voice actor if your party leader is Alliance? Is that what it is? That guy is still very healthy. I'm gonna help the mage kill him. Do I have Repressive Roar? I don't. 16 seconds. Okay. Once that Seizen goes off, whatever you say, I'm gonna roar them. Whoa. I would knock back, but I don't want to knock out of this Blizzard Consecration combo. There's some very importance on where there's a lot of importance on where these guys stand. So I don't want to be responsible knocking them out of that. But dude, it's so nice having a Frost Mage again. I used to love playing tank back when Frost Mage was like super meta in Shadowlands. It was so nice having a Frost Mage just help you kite. Like they just slowed every mob. Like things like Halls of Atonement were super fun to tank back then. Because you had the gargoyles used to be a lot scarier because they'd have a stacking bleed on you as a tank. And those packs were just so fun to just like kite while every mob was slowed. You'd pull like 20 mobs at a time and then just walk in a circle. And they just couldn't catch you, and you'd just be yeeting your brews at them or moonfiring from afar. If I knock up, I guess I don't have my knock up here. I'm gonna do my stun though. Can't really do it on this boss. Get an anomaly for when these officers do their little random damage hit. Kind of want to save Fire Breath here, I think. My wife and I are taking our dog to a costume party. Oh, that's awesome. Since we don't have kids, but the Halloween call is strong, I feel that. Definitely feel that. Me and my wife, we are going to be out of country. This is like the third Halloween in a row where we're out of the country. Because first we had our wedding. And then we went to Greece last year with her family. And then we're going to... we're going on another vacation this year again. It's just because it's her downtime in her like busy season. Her busy season ends, you know, she's a tax accountant, so it's 10/15 is like the extension deadline. So we basically vacation around her schedule, and unfortunately we sacrifice Halloween to do so. But you know what? I will take that sacrifice. We're fine. Great tanking, Grief Nerd. Me again. Gotta go far with it. Let's go ahead and rewind just to be safe. Kind of running out of room, so I'm going to save stasis for as we start to really run out of room. So like now I'm probably going to stasis this next set. Let's go and Fire Breathe too to have that hot ticking. Oh no, I just stored a Dispel on my stasis. Hate to see it. Ah, the mage rooted. No, that's so bad. Dang, the mage rooted, so my knockback didn't even happen. Okay, so it's stasis time. Yeah, the mage... I don't know why the mage did that. They were out of the cone, so why would he root there? That's very weird. Yeah, that one, like, misplay. Okay, we just gotta run, I think. God, they're so fast. The brutes are so fast. Oh my god. Sometimes Fear Bloom does feel like it takes forever to cast, for sure. Especially if you don't start casting until after the damage hits. Like, it just takes forever, man. Just gotta wait for that frontal, gotta wait for those bombs around where I was... Right now. Dang, dude. Something as simple as rooting a mob can cause a wipe. That's crazy. Reef Nerd saying that their computer froze too. Dang. That also can do it. But yeah, when I tried to knock those enemies into the frontal, the mage like cast their little root thing the moment that I cast my knock, and they just didn't get knocked. But are we still fine? Let's see, 10 minutes to do 2 bosses and that whole room? I don't know, man. In 15s, people don't really type about how everything's doomed. They just go, so... You never know. I mean, I'm going to have to start playing a lot more risky. Oh yeah, Jade Fire Stomp is coming back, but it's in a more passive role, which is fantastic. So love to see that. Because I love the aesthetic of Jade Fire Stomp, and I love to do more AoE damage. I just didn't like the reliance on having to cast that every 15 seconds, you know. Ooh. I mean, this run was flawless until that wipe. We're fine, we're fine. Think about an untimed 15, it's not going to give us anything. Oh my goodness, can't even see the rogue. It is nice doing 15s again. I haven't really, like, done a high-level key since I started this challenge. So I would love to actually key push on my monk again. Need to be stacked with the party. It's always best to just stack with someone, because not only are you trying to keep the puddles clean, you're also all baiting your ads to run at you. So it's just smart to stack with a party so that you bait your ads to all run together. Like, me and the mage should not be stacked here. We should be stacked here where the rogue is. Because the rogue is going to be in melee, and you see there, our ads that were chasing us didn't get hit. Can't even see the mage, man. Yeah, man, I can't heal you if you're actually in the wardrobe. Yep. Oh, goodness. It's one of the best looking spells in the game. I agree. I definitely agree. It's a walk in the park. Just the last boss, in my opinion, can be a little tricky. I mean, yeah, if you get someone else to do the soak for you, it becomes a lot easier, though. Really, it's just this boss. In higher keys, like, you really start to have to snake around more. Whereas, like, in a plus 10, you can kill it basically before you make it all the way over here, right? Like, once you start to move backwards, everyone, you kind of forget, like, you all kind of start doing a different plan. That's when it gets harder. Sure. But yeah, we had the... He said his PC froze. That happens. You can't really do much about it. That sounds so fun. Are y'all doing a couple... Like, are you and your wife, are y'all dressing up with the dog? Doing, like, a family costume kind of thing? Definitely is one of the best ones. It's also so satisfying, like how it does damage too. It's gonna be really cool how it is also part of ancient teachings too. But honestly, that went like super smooth until we got to that boss, and like I said, you cannot do much when your PC freezes. Sometimes that just happens. Don't really need to change anything. Looking at what Ceiling Panda posted in the Discord right now. So having a hard time trying to avoid the melee with breath. Yeah, no, it's fine. I thought your tanking was very fine until, yeah, I think it looked like you were standing still and you got hit by the breath. That one time knocked like way back, and then from there it was just chaos, you know. Pretty optimistic about the monk changes for Midnight. Feels like Blizz is listening at least a little. I think so too. I think the people who don't like Caster Monk aren't losing anything really, and the people who like Caster Monk are gaining, and I feel like there's nothing wrong with that personally. Our neighborhood has a lot of doggies, and they all come in costume. There's even a contest with prizes for the dogs. That's amazing. That is amazing. You know what? I found it was a TikTok, I think, a long time ago, but oh, it was so funny. Let me see if I can find it. Cats running for local government. Basically, there was a neighborhood that had a bunch of cats, and here it is. I mean, there's just a picture of it. This TikTok is amazing. Are y'all okay if I show a video while we wait for the group to fill up? Is that okay with you guys? It has nothing to do with WoW. I know it's annoying to do reaction. This is strictly to show you guys this clip because it's hilarious. So basically, there's a city that's like very small. It's basically just like a neighborhood, and all of the people in it are just super funny. They just thought instead of putting up like signs to elect like this person for mayor, let's just start trying to elect different cats for mayor. And it just started to catch on. Like one person started it, then everyone did it. So I guess I could just let me post it. I don't want to show a video. Let me post it in the chat. You guys can watch it, I guess. How about that? But it's so funny, dude. It's actually really funny. The signs that they come up for these cats are really funny. You're the streamer, you do what you want. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I just don't want to like show another person's like a news station's content on my stream just for the sake of it being good content. You know what I mean? I feel like that's a little tricky to do. But yeah, they basically come up with all these signs for all these different cats and stuff. And it's just really funny. Like the whole street gets involved. And then one of them starts like a smear campaign on the other cats. Like, just hold on. Let me show you some of these. Let me show you some of these. Like, I guess the sound is off, so it's not that bad. But like, it's just so funny. I want to start this I want to do this so bad. And people like give these like semi-serious things. Like, I can't stand for what, you know, this cat stands for. Yeah, it's just so funny. Vote orange cat. These signs are everywhere too. Crime, just crime, and it's a picture of a cat. Like, it's just so funny. And one of them, like, one of the cats apparently starts taking these like super like radical stances and stuff, but it's like it's so unserious, right? It's super funny. I highly recommend you watch that. But I want to do that so bad. Like, just take a picture of my neighbor's dog and then just make a sign for it, you know? That'd be so fun. Like, just imagine you see, like, you come home from work one day and then you're like, hold on, am I going crazy? And you have to, like, put your car into reverse and back up to, like, see a sign that you see on the telephone pole, and it's just a wanted picture for your cat. Like, wanted for various crimes to humanity, and it's just a picture of your house cat. Like, that would be so funny, dude. That would be so funny. Okay. I will click lust. I will do a big stun. I will do big damage. I've already kicked, so I don't have to worry about kicking. How much damage can I peek at? 7.29. Oh, he's dead. Can't stand in that. Like, it's that kind of humor that just gets me, man. You know, my wife will show me these TikToks of, like, seen this style TikTok because I've seen a couple of them, but it's basically like this girl will be watching their like boyfriend or husband's For You page with them, and the For You page is just nonsense. It'll be like a talking hamster on a hamster wheel, like saying some stupid stuff. You know, it's just basically like, it's brain rot, right? But the guys love it, okay? And I'm always like, I'm not like that. Like, no, I'm not like that. And then the other day we were watching my For You page, and I had some stupid things come up that had me dying laughing. And turns out I am exactly that person. That's why she keeps sending me those TikToks, because I am that person that my For You page is absolutely cooked. But hey, look, I can just load up TikTok and just die laughing. Like, I'm someone who is very easy to make me laugh. And I think that's just a better way to, like, live life, is just laugh at everything, right? Even if it's stupid, just laugh. I think laughter's got me through a lot of bad emotions. Is that even legal? Who cares, right? Like, it's just funny. What cop would arrest you for putting up a cat for mayor sign? Like, who, you know, and if they do that, that's just on them. It's hilarious. We have a Tip the Scale Spirit Bloom ready to go. Gonna defensive that. I mean, what law are you breaking by putting up a sign for, like, some random cat vote for mayor? Like, what law is that, you know? Laughter's the best medicine after all. I mean, it really is. It really is. I'd rather be someone who laughs at the dumbest things than someone who just doesn't laugh at anything, you know? And, you know, a lot of people are always. I've had people come into the stream and be like, "How are you always like? How do you not let these pug groups get you down? And how are you always happy about these?" I think that's just kind of how I am foundationally as a person, right? But dude, that cat for mayor thing, I was just watching it like, dude, this is genius. This is genius. This is how I want to spend my time. But I really want to like snap a picture of my neighbor's dog or something and make something like that, you know? Which that is how I spend my free time, is on stupid stuff like that. Ooh, I just suppressive roared, but I can't really fly over that. So now we can. Just going to disintegrate. Get some mana back. Alright, it's showtime. Let's do this. Yeah, this, we already have 2 more minutes. 2 or 3 more minutes than we did last run. Just because we, like, Reefner did a very good job kiting away from the, fish sticks, but also our group blasted those fish sticks.
See how your wisdom fares against the might of the Titan.
Hey, I'm out damaging 2 of the DPS. Look, quick, before they pass me. Hurry. Look now. I'm literally out damaging 2 DPS. Okay, stop looking. Stop looking. Get some echo spread around. So if I need to Verdant Embrace myself to heal everyone, I can. Also gonna have to knock these guys in. Cause yeah, I knew I'd have aggro. Boop. Boop. Oh, I don't have the other boop. Let's go and rewind. Okay. Let's do this because Reef Nerd has to run around and do things. We need this Vault Purifier to be CC'd. Or killed or something. Okay, there we go. Alright, now it's just boss time. Yeah, I definitely know what you mean with Spirit Bloom taking forever to cast sometimes. Like, it just is a slow casting spell. And especially if you're someone who likes to tip scales your Spirit Blooms, it really like tricks your mind into thinking that it's a lot quicker of a cast. Okay, I need to stop Oppressive Roaring so that I'll have it out coming out of this boss. You know which series had me laughing my ass off? It's called I Think You Should Leave. Dude, so I haven't watched the show, but I recently started watching a few of the I think that is my exact humor. I've watched a few clips online. The one clip that had me dying, and y'all, I wish I recorded it, but I was trying to tell my mom and my wife about this clip, and I could not get the words out because I was laughing so hard. But it's the zipline clip. It is so funny, so funny. I could not stop laughing, even just trying to explain it. But yeah, we don't actively have Netflix right now, but eventually, once my wife is done with her busy season, we plan to get Netflix again, and that's where that I Think You Should Leave is. But it is so funny. Another clip that had me dying laughing was so it's this guy and he's driving in a parking lot and he wants to get this one spot, but this other car, like, no matter what he does, it like whips in front of him, just like will not let him pass, right? So the guy like rolls down his window. He's like super mad. He's like, "What the hell? Like, what are you doing? Do you know how to drive?" And then Tim Robinson, the guy that does the show, sticks his head out the window and he's like kind of crying. He's like, "No." It's like the opposite of how you expected him to react. You expected him to like yell out the window like, "Yeah, I know how to drive. Do you know how to drive?" But no, he just like sticks his head out the window. And he's like, "No, I don't know how to drive." Oh my god, it's just so funny. See, in explaining these, it doesn't sound funny, but I promise you, it's hilarious. Oh man, yeah, I definitely am excited to watch that show. I also had watched like almost all of Naruto when we had Netflix last. I had watched almost all of Naruto again, and I was about 2 episodes before I had made it to Shippuden or Shippuden, however you say it, and yeah, so I definitely want to watch. I think you should leave. I want to finish Naruto, watch all of Naruto Shippuden, and there's another show on Netflix that I really want to watch. I can't think of it. Kill it. Dang. The zipline sketch is so good. It's so funny, dude. The hot dog one is golden too. The hot dog one. Oh, the one where he's in a meeting and he's clearly eating a hot dog. Yeah, that one, dude. They're just. I need to watch that show so bad. I've seen a few clips. Like I said, like I've seen a lot of the good ones, which kind of makes me be like, yeah, it kind of sucks that I've seen all the funniest ones, but those are the only ones that people have posted on YouTube. Okay, I'm gonna do a fire breath, and then these Super Saiyans, or however you say it, are gonna go off. I'm gonna get rid of them, and then I'm gonna stun these guys, and then we're cruising. There's another one. Let's fly to the tank. Let's knock those guys up just to slow them down. Yeah, dude, Frost Mage is so strong. Like, look, the Frost Mage, dude, that rogue absolutely clapped there. What the heck? What the heck is that rogue damage? But Frost Mage not only does like really solid damage, but dude, that utility of just slowing everything is so nice. But yeah, the hot dog sketch, I had forgotten about that one, but oh my god, that show's just peak. It really is. And I haven't even watched it. Ooh. I don't have Oppressive Roar. I do have my knock back, but once again, we have Blizzard, Consecration. A lot of reasons. Oh, I need the defensive. A lot of reasons not to knock back, so I'm going to be really careful with that. I will Fire Breath again. Yeah, I need to remember that you're the one that told me to watch, or that was like talking about that show, because when I inevitably do watch it, I definitely want to reach back out to you and kind of like talk about it. But yeah, it's so funny. Ranma 1/2 is quite good to watch. The hot dog one is crazy. It's like he's dressed as a giant hot dog. Oh, that one. That one. I haven't seen that one. I know what you're talking about, because I know that's like the main clip everyone likes, but I just haven't seen that one. He's dressed as a giant hot dog, though. I haven't seen that one. And wants people to spank him? Okay, I'll have to look for it, because I need to... It needs to be accessible on YouTube for me to watch. But yeah, I like the one where he's clearly eating lunch in a meeting, and he's like trying to play it off. I also really like the courtroom where he's wearing the hat, and they're just talking shit about his hat. That one's really good too. There's just so many good ones, right? I just think Zipline is easily the funniest thing I've ever seen. It's also funny too because like I grew up as a kid who like I literally spent every single day in the summer. You wouldn't think it because I'm so pale, but I spent every single day in the summer at the swimming pool. And I was that kid that it was hard to get me out of the pool. Like they would call for, basically how my pool would work is they would do the first 50 minutes of every hour anyone could swim, but the last 10 minutes of every hour they would call everyone who's 15 and under to get out of the pool. And it was just, adult swim time. That way the lifeguards could take a break basically. But I would never come out. Like, I would just sit there and swim. Like, I was that little turd who I would just go underwater so I could act like I didn't hear them call it, you know? Um, Oof, an ad got through. I'm going to try to burn down the ad. Dang, I knocked back as the mage rooted again. Let's go ahead and rewind. But that's why it's even more funny to me is because, like, that would be me. I would go on a dating show and just do the zip line over and over. It's kind of nice that I got grappled here. I didn't have to move. I could just sit there and cast as it helped me dodge mechanics. See, this mage is getting ahead of everyone, and it's making these ads messed up. Like, while yes, you... see, now I can't even heal the guy. While you do want to stack along the wall, the number one reason to do that is to stay stacked. Because you want your ads to move in unison. See, oof, we missed all those ads there. Might still be fine. We just gotta regroup. We need everyone stacking together. Well, we got 5% left. Maybe we just blast boss. Hope the shaman lives. Can time dilate the shaman. Reef Nerd's about to get eaten. You're gonna get piranha'd. Reef Nerd, no! Don't be in the water, they're piranhas. Oh god, keep jumping, keep jumping. I don't know how this works, but I know you can get piranha'd in the waters, so... Oh, it would have been so good if Reef Nerd got eaten. I was rooting against you, Reef Nerd, I really was. Love the way he does the sketches. I won't say he's the straight roll. It's like the straight insane roll. It's just special. Oh yeah, for sure. It's like a unique brand of comedy, but it's so good. It's so good. Aloha, I managed to catch a stream again. Kira, it's good to see you. How are you doing today? We have had some pretty good progress today. We've kind of hit a lull a bit, but nothing like yesterday's. Nothing like yesterday's at all. But it's very good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well today. Oof. Get hots on everyone. Just gonna focus the ritualist. Got 13 minutes. I think we are fine on time. The boss got a little scuffed, but we really recovered. Ooh, Unstable Rift. I'm gonna go ahead and kick that. That is what you want to be kicking anyways. I'm gonna focus on the Starseer, so hopefully we can kill it before we get another Pulsar here. I'm doing good, starting to hit the 17s. Now, Resilient 16 tomorrow or the day after that is amazing. Very good to hear, Kira. I was talking about it earlier. I do kind of want to start pushing on my monk again at some point, so maybe after we do the series with Vlad. I definitely want to push because I think we can crank this season. The downside to that is that I would be playing a season with Priory. It depends on how Priory goes. That dungeon remains demonic. Yeah, 100%. That dungeon is the one that made me give up on getting 17 Resilient last season. I was like, look, I could sit here and bash my head all day, but do I want to? No, I don't. And I was just like, I'm happy with Resilient 16s. I had like an 18 done. I had all 17s done except for Priory. I just like, yeah. I'll keep the sucker at 16. There's no point. Vlad series confirmed then? Nice, yes. So we're planning on doing it early November, like first few weeks of November, or first few days, hopefully. But basically, you know, I'll be finishing my series here soon. He's already finished his series. He's getting some time to play Legion Remix, and I'm going out of town and I'll return on November the 1st. So then that's kind of the time frame works out to where we're going to be playing at some point in November, because we can't really play until I get back, and you know, it kind of all just works out to where he gets to do everything he wants to do. I can do what I want to do, which is vacation for once, you know. So that's kind of what it comes down to. To be fair, when we play with our group, our priority is looking quite clean, very nice. I think we can time it on 17 if we get a key. Oh, okay, so you're just waiting at this point. Everyone's playing Remix, so it might take a bit, yeah. Yeah, but it's nice that you have a group. I think that's kind of like the biggest thing that stopped me was I just don't have anyone to play with, like consistently. I have a few guildies that have reached out at this point and do want to push keys, but like we haven't started yet. You know, we won't be able to start until later, so I'm gonna reach out again. You know, once me and Vlad do our thing, I'll reach out to them again and see if they want to actually push. Because I definitely think me and a few guildies could very easily get title if we wanted to. Because my guild is just our guild is super stacked. Like we have insane players in our guild. It's just that they don't really play that often, so we'd have to find the time to sync up, you know. Okay, I forgot to communicate about the soaks. Mage, can you soak, please? Just want it to be consistent. Okay, screw it. I'll go. Never mind. It's just so awkward to do as an evoker. The mage said no. The mage straight up just said no. Honestly, it's gonna get really hard in the middle phase, because like you notice how much mobility or how much movement I have to do as an evoker to be able to run out and come back and heal people, because my heals are literally flying to them. Do I have 2 keyboards? I don't. Oh, actually I do now. So like I would say like about a month and a half ago. I mean, I use one, but my other one's like sitting up on a shelf up there. But my wife had actually knocked over a big cup of water onto my keyboard, so I basically was without a keyboard for a few days. So I had to go get a cheap one. So basically, I'm using like a $20 keyboard right now. It gets the job done, dude. This keyboard's amazing. I'm gonna defensive this. But yeah, I basically have one just sitting over there on a shelf, and then the one that I'm using right now. The reason why it might sound like I'm using 2 keyboards is because my mouse has a bunch of buttons on it. Like this spamming that you hear right now is my my mouse buttons. Oh my gosh, I'm so stupid. Huge lay on hands from Reef Nerd, but I just absolutely walked into that like an idiot. Okay, I have Zephyr. Hopefully we get a close spawn. We don't. And a Zephyr. Okay, our mage is just not going to get healed. He said he's not going to help soak, but he's also playing on the opposite side of the boss, so he's just not going to get healed, I guess. I'm not going to sit here and run a marathon to heal him. Like, he's playing so far away from me. That's insane. Okay. I need to stop using my mobility to get out here, because I need my mobility to be able to do the soaks. Oh gosh. Our mage didn't get to one. That is tragic. Oh, the tank down. I have aggro. Do we have another B-res? Does anyone have cables? And now we lust? Why did we lust? Mage. Alright, Reef Nerd, if you can stabilize and B-res me. Do we reset? Oh, yeah, now we do. Oh, man. Oh, my gosh. No way we don't time this. Because the mage didn't get to their thing. That's so stupid. Ugh. Dude, the mage isn't doing the soak. He literally said the word no when I asked if he could soak. He then popped lust as our tank, or after our tank died. And he didn't get to his little circle in time. Oh, this mage, dude. It just hard trashed the key. Low-key, holy moly, I would be raging if he refused to soak and played like that. Yeah, 1000%. And honestly, that like, we just needed this key, man. This is so troll. Oh my goodness. He literally said no when I asked if he could soak. He didn't run to his circle, so we just wiped. And then as we're trying to B-res everyone, our tank dies, and then he pops lust. Like, what on earth was that lust? Oh, that's rage-inducing. Oh my gosh, he's playing so far away. Why is he playing in this pocket? 3 minutes. Is this enough time without lust? Oh my goodness, man. We had 9 minutes at the start of this fight. I need to stop using my dash, but... Oh boy. I just gotta do damage here, man.
I can feel them, all the tools of creation. At my command.
Like, I don't get why he's playing so far away. Oh my goodness.
The power of the first ones. Mine to control.
Oh my gosh, if we don't time this, this is so unreal. What, like, it's absolutely unreal how cursed the Evoker is. Like, it's so cursed how... just, oh my gosh. Why are we going to different ones every time? Killing me. Absolutely killing me. I can't get over how cursed this push has been on the Evoker. And we literally, it's so cringe that we aren't going to get a single point of IO for this. That is absolutely insane.
The tools of creation. At my command.
I mean, I'm used like all of my mobility, and then we have people taking the close one, going crazy. That's so insane that we get 0 IO for that. I just like, oh my god, this is very tilting.
The first ones hid these artifacts for good reason.
I'm just gonna ping him, let him know what he did.
I am grateful our paths
That is
crossed.
insanity, man.
These troublesome pieces will reside.
An agent of Zalatath. I cannot believe that, dude. We had 9 minutes coming into that. GG, guys. GG. I'm just gonna say GG. GG, Reef Nerd. Honestly, I appreciate you so much, Reef Nerd. You tried. But it, like, legitimately had nothing to do with us. Oh my gosh, we literally could have gotten this done today had we not had actual plants of Zalatath. That is insanity. Wasting everyone's time for no reason. Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous. But anyways, guys, speaking of time, it is late for me. I have to go cook before raid tonight, so I appreciate you all hanging out with me today. Thursday streams are always a little bit more chill, but honestly, we got some IO done. Do I just blast this off stream just to do it? Like, are y'all tired of watching Evoker yet? Because I'm tired of playing it, if I'm being honest. So I think I just, like, at 1 a.m. tonight after raid, I just blast a few keys and get it out of the way. Would y'all be upset? Like, is that... I feel like we've seen enough of the struggle, right? Like, I'm so beyond over it at this point. I'm gonna say that basically there's 2 timelines. One where the mage trolled that key, and one where the mage didn't. And I'm just gonna say as if we went down that timeline. Is that fair? Is that fair? Oh my goodness. Okay, but I am gonna go cook. I will see you all tomorrow. I appreciate y'all hanging out in the stream. Struggle bus is out, fam. Yeah, for real. Y'all go take care. Enjoy Legion. Enjoy your key pushing. Or just enjoy your night. I'll see you guys tomorrow. But just go for it. I appreciate that. Fair enough. Okay. I'm doing it. Screw this Evoker. We're getting it out of the way. Tomorrow, hopefully, I'll just be on